don't know if this music is the vibe. I think this is supposed to be a Minecraft sounded like soundtrack. Let's find a different one. Let's see here. Valorant inspired? Whoa. That's fun. Oh. Probably let's let's just get started. Hi, hello. Oh, chat's in the wrong spot. Come on, chat. You guys are never where I need you to be. Gosh darn it, get your stuff together. Take it down to the stuff store. Whatever. How's everybody tonight? Hey, how's everybody doing tonight? Woo! I'm exhausted. I'm so tired. I've slept 12 hours a night the last 2 nights, and the second it turned 7:30, I was like, man, I could go to sleep right now. Easy. I'm so tired. I think my body got into a groove of going to bed early, and you know, I should have kept it in that groove, but no. We're here tonight. We're gonna start learning about Live 3D. That's what we're here to do. Live 3D and, you know, making Live 3D models. I just dropped my popcorn. Yum, popcorn. But yeah, it's good stuff. Tell me if this soundtrack gets, well, I guess I'll know if this soundtrack gets too annoying. This is the Valorant inspired soundtrack, apparently. And I'm liking it so far. It's got good bones. It's got good bones. Oh my goodness. I'm excited to you know, oh, I'm so tired, aren't I? Oh, this is gonna be a struggle. This is gonna be a struggle bus. It's okay. That's why I have my Beppis here. Whoop. That's the good stuff. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Belinda, can you hear me? I know you can't because you have me deafened. Hello. I guess I just quickly say that if you've clicked on this video expecting for a coherent course, then you should not expect that, and you should also go back to lesson 1 and start watching from lesson 1 or 2. So to be nice to me. Oh, you don't have to, hello. You guys don't have to be nice to me.
Oh. You want me to turn it back on? They're ready to redeem it. Their fingers are on the button, trying to redeem it as I'm hiding it.
Oh, don't do redeems. No, don't do that. No.
You know what? If you want it, I'll turn it back on. But I felt kind of bad turning that on for you.
I mean, they can redeem it all they want. I can choose whether to do it or not. I'm not the streamer.
That's true. And if she's doing a lot of the talking for a minute, then you won't even get.
Yeah.
Me to say it. So if that's a gamble you want to take, then I could turn it back on. Anyway, hello, Lua. Hello.
Hello, Belinda.
Hello. Yes.
Hello. Oh, that didn't work at all.
Yeah, we still gotta brainstorm a better greeting for me. All right. So as you see, I've made significant progress since our last episode.
Yes.
Of going over how to rig the body, or breaking down the body, I guess, into all the little itty bitty pieces. And I think you said the body was easier, but it took me like double the amount of time.
Well, it is more. It is more. There's more.
Yeah,
more area.
It is. What's ball in my balloondrars?
Oh my gosh. I need to get your chat up too.
So that's a little. What's
what's ball in my balloon drawers?
It sounds like a cabinet drawer.
Oh my god, it does.
Am I instead of balloondrors, we're gonna be balloon drawers? All right, so yeah, so basically at the end of day 3, I had gotten all my homework, and then in a half awakened state, I had scribbled out the plans of the VTuber. I think it looked like this at one point. So this is how I left the night. And basically you can see how I just like scribbled in, like, I think this goes here. It's a little messy, so I took the liberty of last night spending about 6 hours cleaning it up. Oops, that's not supposed to be there. Okay, wait, why do I have your screen? Wait, is this my screen or your screen? I was looking at the wrong screen.
They look almost identical.
This is my screen. Okay. Oh wait, hold on. Why is the rest of my Discord showing? Hold on. Sorry, we have an intermission. 1 second. Fixing this. I told you everything was okay, but it's not. I lied to you. I'm sorry. No. Why is it not doing this? Why? Oh no. Oh gosh. Oh god. Things are breaking. Anyway, Lua, why don't you take over while I work on this?
Okay. I definitely wasn't muting myself and scarfing down popcorn as quickly as possible. Okay. Where's my pen? There it is. Well, yeah, last time we were talking about how to layer the body, at least for this case, and we sort of, you know.
Sorry. Let me dump your points or your link. So right now, everyone, please temporarily go to Lua's stream while I do damage control.
Give me my watch hours. I'm so close to 4,000, which is where you hit monetization on YouTube.
Hell yeah. You got this.
I got this. Oh, I'm so used to Photoshop. I have not been in CSP in so long. Okay. How do I do this? Okay.
What is wrong with my stream? It broke.
Oh no.
Everything's broken.
Did you update OBS? It'll do that.
Oh, I don't know. I think I'm clicking too many things and I'm breaking it.
So the first lesson we just talked about VTubing. The second lesson we talked about the head and how to layer the head. Third lesson we talked about the body and how to layer the body. And conceptually, at least, the body is easier. You know, obviously there's just a lot to draw, so sounds like it took Belinda a lot of time. Fortunately.
I fixed it.
Oh, good.
Okay. It was broadcasting the wrong thing, basically. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that.
No problem. Okay, I'm gonna delete this random new folder.
And real quick, Neko Chadao, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. All right.
Yes. Okay, so I will just note a couple really quick things, and I will remind everyone that I forget to give compliments. So if I
Chat,
don't,
flood me with compliments.
yeah. First, that's a chat's job. That's chat's job to shower the streamer with compliments. There's no way you could have known this, and so I'll just say this now: that the back of the head and the hat go behind the body. They're actually at the bottom.
Ooh, okay.
Pretty much, because they go behind the neck. So now when I hide the head, you'll see that they're behind the neck here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Logic.
Quite simple. Quite a simple concept. I will say that the neck could definitely go a lot higher up.
Okay. I mean, you could just stretch it.
Yeah, you can't just stretch it, but I don't know. What a lot of people do, select layer. What a lot of people do is they have it go like, it's clipped. Oh, there.
Control Shift Click is the magic button combination. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they
like
just do a little ball, like it's a doll or something.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I like to do too, because then if it accidentally shows a little bit, like it still looks natural in the way it sort of tapers off.
Speaking of the neck, I did have one question. So you know how around the base of her neck, the collar is there, right? And there's obviously like a big gap with the dark gray.
Mm-hmm.
So that's normally not how it's supposed to fit. It's supposed to be a tighter around the neck, but I realize it's because she has to turn her neck left and right,
you can
right?
Make it tight.
Just a tip. Can I?
Yeah, we can just move the collar.
Oh, okay. Then I will fix that.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, that's a very loose collar.
Yeah. If it's tight enough, like if it's super tight, well, I'm just thinking about like if it was literally like skin tight to the neck, then you probably wouldn't see the back collar.
Yeah.
But at the same time, yeah. But at the same time, I'm thinking that maybe we should have it anyways, because it would be a little bit more natural for the collar to pull away from her neck when she like moves to the side.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll continue to brainstorm that idea. See how far I want to take it.
Yeah. Feel free to draw it. However, by the way, like don't let the live CD limit you. Let it look exactly how you want it to look.
Ooh, okay. I can live my dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Be free like a bird.
Yeah. Making it look how you want it to look is my problem. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so neck, let's see, collar back, which I see. Okay, yeah, you did put that behind the neck. Yeah, that's fine. Dorito flaps.
We have a little running joke with our team. If you scroll down to her bottom, the bottom of her vest, there's like the front coat. Yeah, so I drew them as triangles. Because we were talking about flipping them up. I didn't draw the backside of them, but we just ended up calling them Dorito.
Gotcha.
Flaps.
Gotcha.
I can have a little fun here.
We have fun here. Oh,
we try.
Asked a question. You've seen someone making marine? Yes, that I actually. Yes. Sorry, I have a note about this. I was actually going to send you a link for you to post in chat because it's very important, but first I'll answer this question. I've seen someone making Marine from my dress up darling into a VTuber model, and there exists a Monica VTuber model out there too. Are those not under any kind of copyright? Those are absolutely under copyright. I mean, essentially these people are just making fan art, you know? I don't think that they have any intention to stream as those characters and monetize them. That would be a problem, probably. I mean,
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Now, you reminded me because the person who did those rigs just released his full VTuber model PSD for free today.
I downloaded it actually.
Oh, so you already know about this.
I just saw it, yeah. But what actually, did you download the file and look at it?
I haven't opened it, but I downloaded it.
So all the layers are flattened in a way. So
Yes.
like the nose and the shadow on the nose were flattened, for
Interesting.
example, into one layer. Yeah.
That's not how I did it. So
Yeah, but anyway,
that exactly exemplifies like how I am actually very, I don't know whether to say liberal or conservative as far as how many layers that I want. I always want way more layers than is the average. And that's a perfect example.
So this is considered average, the one on.
Well, actually, you know what? Let's open it up and take a look.
All right.
We're now, that's what this stream is now. we're
gonna dissect someone else's.
It's not critique because he's a very, very good live studio artist, and I don't like. I have no like, you know, everyone has different preferences. So I need to download it really quick.
Okay.
Because it's not. I downloaded it on a different computer.
You're keeping multiple copies.
Yeah.
So I linked the link. I linked the link to their Twitter account, but here's the specific link for the download link. So please, if you'd like to follow along, I believe it's a PSD file. You just you can put in whatever price you'd like to download the
it can be
asset.
0 too.
Oh boy, I feel like I haven't streamed it so long.
Very interesting. Okay. Let me switch out the source. There we go. Okay. This is what we're doing now. We're gonna compare this to the way that I layer my files. Which I also always like download people's files and stuff because it's very interesting to me because I always like to learn. You can always learn from other people. Oops.
Definitely. That goes for anything in life, really. To see how other people do their process, you can learn a few things from that.
We don't need. I mean, I guess we can have the background. Why not? See, this is exactly what I was talking about. The whole hair back is one layer.
Oh, hold on. You are not.
Oh, I'm not showing my screen.
There you go.
Yeah, let me fix that. Okay.
We're professionals here.
Yeah, professionals. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Change window to this one. Is it the right screen now? I think so.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is exactly what I was talking about. If I hide everything else. Oops. I guess not that. Okay. I don't know why that happened. Anyways, the hair, the whole back of the head is one layer. All the back hair. That's how everyone always does it. Usually when I what is this? I don't know what. I guess that's just the styling. They added that gradient. But now when
the pink in the middle?
Huh?
The pink in the middle?
Yeah, I think that's just part of the rendering that they did.
Yeah,
there's only one
that's
layer.
like a that's like a thing.
Oh, is it? Interesting. Now if I were the person that drew this, I would have split it down the middle, because then you can rig the left and right side and do some funky stuff with it. But that I think I'm I'm definitely in the minority in that style. But I don't know why. I feel like it'll become more popular. I think many people haven't thought of it. But one of the popular I don't know how you'd say this. One of the influential, very, very talented, you see my background every once in a while, it's so weird. Okay.
It's a little eye candy every once in a while.
This is not a roast stream. I'm not roasting. We're just comparing how different people separate their I have, so basically I have a feeling that what's gonna happen is I love just an insane amount of layers, just an absolutely unreasonable amount of layers. This is probably going to be like a good amount of layers. And then usually artists who don't really know a lot about live 2D rigging will do way too few layers. Is kind of generally the case. So anyways,
this is like a not a minimum, but it's the minimum that you can provide to have like a great.
No, I have no idea whether this is a minimum or not. I've only seen one layer.
That's true. Okay, that's true. Roast stream it is.
Not a roast stream. Okay. Not a roast stream. So yeah, there's a butterfly, hairballs, hair strap, hat. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, I noticed the back of the head is. I guess it's because the
hat is because the hat's there.
Yeah. So they don't need to
make the top of the head look good. Only do the exact amount of work that you need to. Now that means that you can't do like a hat toggle, but you know, it is what it is.
Maybe the hat's glued to her head.
Yeah, the hat's
we don't
glued
judge
to her
here.
head. I mean, if it were me, I would have made each of these balls different ones.
Yeah, so they can like jiggle around.
And maybe made these two ropes separate too. Let's see here. We got the front hair. Yeah, I expected this. People always see, they did do that one thing that I hate though, which is
the shadow.
Yeah, the hair shadow is all in one piece, which doesn't make any sense to me, because if you're gonna make all the pieces of the hair move, then the shadow should move with the pieces of the hair.
That's true.
I wonder if this person started as a VTuber artist, actually. Makes me think. But anyways, but yeah, so they have the smaller strands as individual layers, and then they have they have the middle, and then the two sides, and then the hair shadow.
Yeah, I think if you're inexperienced, or if you're undecided, I guess the best thing to do is to separate everything, and then you have the option of combining things later.
That's my opinion. Yeah,
I feel like maybe, I don't know if this is necessarily the actual product that they use for rigging. I don't know what they said in their description, but like things like the eyes were one layer, so I'm like, oh, maybe it's like not rig ready or something.
Wait, what?
Like all the eye is like one layer kind of thing. Yeah.
No. If you're talking about the eye reference, that's different.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
So.
Oh, that's what the R is? Oh, wait, no. It's
the left eye is just a reference. Because what they do, and I do this exact same thing, because oh my god, if you rigged each eye individually, oh my god, that would be so much work. So what you do is you rig one eye and then you just flip it.
I got it. So we got a question. Am I gluing my hat to my head? Nope. We are separating my hat because I want to do like the oh god, I forgot his name again. Not Winston Payne, but someone in Phoenix Wright has a toupee that flies off, and it has this like kind of flying off your head effect. That's kind of what I want to do. It's like the head floats off her head. Also, thank you for the follow, Adshan01. Okay, sorry to interrupt.
And someone asked what happens when you have this all the shadows as one layer. They move, but probably, if I had to guess what they do, they just have the whole shadow like sway with the hair and stuff like that, instead of like having each individual part of the shadow move with the part that it corresponds to. So yeah, that's what would happen if you have
you would have to animate the shadows independently of the hair, is what you're saying.
Yes, if it wasn't, well, I mean, you
like, it would be easier if you just had the shadow linked to the hair.
Yeah, that's what I think, at least. But a lot of people don't do that. There's actually a specific reason why people don't do the thing that I'm saying, and it is because I'll show you. So this is set to multiply, right?
Yep.
So if you have multiple things, then where they overlap, then it will like be darker. But there's a way to calling all live CD riggers, there's a way to fix that. You just have the middle one an inverse clipping mask of the two sides, so that they don't have this overlap here. They just stop they just don't show where they overlap.
I did not understand a single word of that sentence.
I'm sure no one in the audience did either, but just by the way, because here's the thing, I've seen people who do cut this exactly the way that I say you should, but then they have this weird artifact here where they meet and it's darker, but you can fix that. There's a way to fix that.
Is it the layer? Layer?
No, it doesn't have to do with anything that you would do in Photoshop.
Oh, okay. It's like a rigging thing.
Yeah, in Live 2D, there's a way to make it so that basically a layer won't show if the layer that it's linked to, it's like a reverse clipping mask.
Oh, interesting.
I mean, it is a reverse clipping mask. So like, if instead of me like applying a clipping mask here, it'd be the reverse. So it would only show where the other one's not showing.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah. So, yeah. By the way, anyone who's interested in live 2D reading that. Okay, so
we have some people interested, I'm sure.
Probably. I hope. Yeah. So yeah, they have this little toggle here, very cute. They have like I said, the whole eyelid just is one thing. Yeah. They have. Okay. For them, they put all three in one layer, which is probably fine because they're small and close to each other. If they were farther apart or bigger, you'd probably want to separate them out. Yeah, just the whole main lash as one. They have the bottom lash, as one. They call this the triangle. I always call it the side. Triangle works too. And they've got the individual speculars, the highlights. Ooh, that one I like. This bottom highlight looks so good. They've got the pupil. Yeah, you want to separate out the pupil, and then they do the whole iris. Which is this is pretty much exactly what I would expect. I was very, like I said, I was like, just put them all in different layers.
yeah. That's pretty much Yeah,
but for especially the way that you draw eyes, yours are so like color blocked, I guess you could say, that it would be a little bit more difficult to warp them in a way that looks good rather than this one, which is a little softer.
I can see that.
Yeah, and then there's the shadow. Interesting that they had a shadow on the side of the eye. Okay. And then the white, and then they've got a little smoky eye underneath. Yep.
Very good.
Very good. Nice, cool. And so they've got the I thought that said blush. Oh, because this one said extra blush. Okay, so then they have this toggle here that adds a good layer of blush all over their face if they're
it's like a gradient.
They've got the eyebrow here, and then the nose. Yeah, they put the whole. Okay, that's really weird to me. Honestly, that they put even the line of the nose as one. But whatever. I spend a lot of time on the nose. I feel like I spend a lot more time on the nose than a lot of people do. Also, it kind of depends on how far you rig the head left and right, up and down. Because if you don't do it, if you do it like a normal amount, then you don't need that level of granularity on the nose. But I go as far as I physically can, so I tend to use a lot more. So a lot of this rigger in particular is very popular for the way that he rigs mouths and like tongues. So. Yeah, this makes sense. So it's like you just rig the tongue like it's all the way back and now it's sticking out. Yeah. We've got the top lip. I'm actually kind of curious about. This gives a much better idea of what the mouth looks like. This is pretty much exactly what I talked about when I was going through the face, right? So you've got the line of the lip and the skin.
And can you like briefly explain why that extra skin is needed again? Just like 2 or 3 sentences. Yeah.
Yes, the extra skin here is needed because it needs to hide the like mouth coloring here just a little bit. It doesn't even really necessarily need to be this much skin, but it needs to hide where this overlaps between the lips and the inside of the mouth. I don't think I'm explaining this well at all.
I thought it was just so as you like manipulate the shape of the lips to create different mouth shapes, you won't have like it will hide the inside of the mouth, because that inside of the mouth is like a solid pink big circle kind of thing. That's essentially like cover that to make sure like none of it spills out
Yes.
of the lip line. Yeah.
Yes,
The
yeah.
line itself wouldn't cover anything, so you need to put stuff behind it.
Exactly.
Hey guys, chill on the emotes a little bit, guys. I don't know if they're bored or if they're just, I don't know, but
so okay, we get rid of the lips. Then we have teeth. Actually, let's release the clipping masks on these. Okay, perfect. So we've got the top teeth.
great nightmare fuel.
This is exactly, by the way, this is exactly what we were talking about with the bottom teeth.
Yes, yeah. I kind of came to terms with like I should just probably draw bottom teeth to make both our lives easier.
Fair enough. And I mean, like I said, if I were to cut this, I would cut it here and here so the left and right were separate. Obviously not 100% necessary, but just my preference. Yeah, top teeth. You don't. I don't know that you would ever really like move up enough that you would probably need the same treatment of the top teeth. I guess. Does that make sense?
It does.
Yeah.
I mean, well, I haven't really done the mouth in detail, so I guess that's a homework assignment I'll figure out.
And then he's quite known for just very detailed on the mouth. Let's say so.
Very nice.
Okay, face. Interesting. So, okay. So he includes all this shadow and the line and the blush as part of the face. I'm assuming because, like I said, he doesn't turn the face as much as I do. Because if I were to try to take this and turn it as far as I want, this blush would end up like on your temple. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, so it's a lot of this is personal preference, and there's absolutely no right or wrong way to do any of it. Interesting. So he just has the ear as two separate, or he just
the earrings aren't, or are the earrings on its own layer?
Yeah, the earrings are on its own layer.
Oh, okay.
I just thought it was interesting. I mean, it makes sense that you would just do one and then flip it.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah. Okay, hair back. The base. Whoa! You put the buns on the same layer too? Okay. So, I mean, a lot of things you can kind of manipulate not being on the same layer by just editing the art mesh. But like I said, it does limit you on how far you can push things. I'm very, I don't know what the word is. I'm like a dictator. I'm like, this is not going as far as I want, you know?
That's as a person working with you, that's terrifying too.
No.
No, I'm just kidding. No. My theory is that maybe this character doesn't like you said, she's maybe not a character that has a lot of movement. Like maybe her personality just doesn't want her to. I think
a lot of the movement also is in the body. I'm actually really excited to look at how the body works, because this character quite interestingly can move her arms all the way up, like her hands over her head, which is not typical. So I'm actually very interested to see that. This person, they just drew like the various hand shapes just outright, so they didn't have to rig them or anything. Smart.
Yeah. Too late for me. Did every finger like you told me.
No, good. You did it. Good job. Okay, this is actually I mentioned this last time.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, someone asked a question. So the reason everything is on its own layer is for the rigging net thingy to move everything.
The mesh, I'm assuming.
Huh?
The mesh?
The mesh, yeah. Mesh to move everything you wish to move, right? Yeah. So the reason things are on their own layer is for two reasons. One, it's because Live City limits how much you can manipulate a specific piece. That's one reason. The second reason is because Live City, or basically like if you want, for instance, if you wanted to turn the body, then when you move the boobs, then if you move them far enough, then you'll end up seeing what's behind the boobs, like the torso, and so you need that torso to be there. So you need something to be on a separate layer if it's gonna show the stuff behind it.
Yeah, you need that layering effect, which is that's a good example. It's like when you move the chest out of the way, you need to be able to see the body behind it. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I actually talked about this specific technique. Oh, sorry. Last stream, about having the breasts be on one layer and then like a torso. So that's the perfect example.
Is there a reason why they didn't fade? Well, they didn't fade it out. Like you said to fade it.
Yeah, I think it's just because of the way this character is drawn, like their character design. It would be weird to fade in the middle of these straps. Now, what I would have done is I would have just made the straps a separate layer. And then fade between like after the clothing and before the rest of the skin. That's what I would have done.
I see.
That's totally personal preference. I know a lot of people who do it like this too, but that's just not the way I do it. That's just not the way I draw it. You know, I could rig it, but anyways, full arm. Okay, it's interesting. So the right arm has full range and the left arm has limited range. Very interesting.
Oh.
So we've got a bunch of different hands here. We've got closed, open. Oh, interesting. Interesting. So they have just one finger on its own. We've got a fist, and then we've got like flat. This is kind of the VTuber hand, the generic VTuber hand that you always see.
Yeah. So essentially, the hands will just get swapped out with each other, and they won't be like rigged. Yeah.
Yeah. Usually, what I do, the reason I ask for the fingers to be individually rigged is because I have the fingers move just in the like normal, like, hey, I'm sitting here and moving my head, and so I have the hands like clench and the fingers move around. Generally speaking, a lot of people just move the elbow and the shoulder. But I like to move the fingers too because it adds just a little bit more.
It's like like a little minor movements can make a difference.
Yep.
I think because the one thing I wanted to avoid was having like not saying that this one's stiff, but I want to avoid having a stiff like I want to have as much movement as possible. So that's why I suffer with all the extra layers.
So this is a good example of what we talked about where it's the front and back. I don't know why they don't line up with each other. I'm assuming actually I know exactly why they don't line up with each other. Because he drew them straight so that he'll have an easier time making it curved.
Oh.
Which is exactly something I mentioned.
Tails.
Huh?
Like the coattails that I have.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's easier to just draw them straight.
Yeah, because this arm specifically can move all the way above her head. So that means it needs to be concave and convex, like rotations. That doesn't.
It's kind of like also the mouth too, right? It's like you start with a straight line and then you can manipulate it easier like that. That is such a cool feature. That's a Clip Studio feature? What is that?
Yeah, it's
Warp?
Oh no, I'm in Photoshop right now.
Oh, okay.
I think Clip Studio has it too. Maybe? Question mark?
I need to silence my phone. It keeps making sounds.
Oh,
sorry.
Interesting. Okay. Very interesting. Anyways, let me show you this thing. So you can take this and you can make it convex or concave like this. And by the way, this thing that this movement I'm doing right now, this is literally exactly how Live 2D works. Is you get basically these warp deformers and you move them around like this. So, yeah.
Doesn't that like lower the quality of the artwork? Like, because even if I use like the transform tool on my drawings, for example, and you move around the pixels, it starts to lower the quality of the illustration because the pixels are getting shifted around and the AI has to fill in the extra pixels. Does that make sense? Like, have you ever done that where you like slightly rotate a drawing and it looks all weird? Yeah,
for sure. So partly is that like Live 2D doesn't re-raster the image, so it doesn't need to like kind of guess like how to now organize the pixels, if that makes sense. Secondly, hopefully you've drawn the Live 2D with a high enough resolution that no matter how much you stretch it, you wouldn't notice.
Well, last time we spoke, I was like at the bare minimum, so hopefully that's passable. Now I'm worried.
I'm trying to think of an instance where you would stretch something so far it might be noticeable. It really doesn't come up very often at all.
Okay.
Sometimes maybe there's like a line art. What did I just grab? Oh, the neck shadow. Okay, I wanted to grab the neck.
What if it's like a really long tail or something, and you like have to warp it around and make it swirl and all that stuff? Does that?
It's not that you'll see the pixels or anything. It's more that in that case, probably you will start seeing weird bends in the line art because it's really, really hard to take something straight or even curved in the wrong way and then curve it the opposite way. Oh yeah, you can go to edit transformation, mesh transformation. Yeah, Clip Studio Paint does have the warp tool.
I've seen that, but I don't know. Maybe the Photoshop one just looked cooler.
The Photoshop one, I have to say, the Photoshop one is a little easier, but I actually, it is a little bit more feature rich, but I find the CSP one to be easier to use.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, because the Photoshop one, you can place these things wherever you want, but you can't do that in the CSP version.
You can like add and remove the grid, like the size of the grids and stuff.
Yeah, you
like
can. I think you can add to it, but isn't it like still uniform?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, so here basically he has it set up that he just he rotates around. See. So this is the other way that I was gonna mention. The other way to do it, as opposed to the way that we did it, where we had the elbow be a separate layer, what a lot of people do is they just draw the upper arm with an elbow at the bottom, which also works. That's also perfectly fine. The problem is it doesn't allow you to do stuff like this. It kind of limits you to either be up or down.
Yeah,
and it doesn't really look good in the transition between them. But yeah,
wow, I didn't realize it makes that big of a difference.
Yeah. Oh, he kind of has it here. I think he didn't finish off the line, but yeah, this looks fine too. But yeah, anyways, it's so you kind of are limited to the specific poses that you make the elbow. Okay, and then yeah, okay. I don't know. Is there anything to talk about as far as I mean, I if I was drawing this, I probably would have made the torso a little thicker, but I mean that's just character
wider,
design. Yeah. Let's see. And then the left arm he just made all in one, I guess, because he just has it chilling Cedar Rapids. Sorry, I always say that. I can't help it.
That's so random.
it's a meme.
Isn't
from
Cedar Rapids Knott's Berry Farm, or is that Cedar Park?
It's I'm referencing a vine that Hillary Clinton made when she was running for president. She said, "Just chillin', Cedar Rapids."
In the bowels of your mind, that's where that little
it's really a random reference.
It's great. We like that here. Deep cuts, we like those.
I have a lot of them. Okay. Let's see. They have the neck. Like I said, pretty much exactly what I said. You just sort of round it out at the bottom, so that when you can. How do I do this? No.
I think it's, so on my homework, I wrote a list of follow-up questions. One of them is it better to like draw line art all around the image and then just like change the color of the line art if it's like, if you don't want it to be black? Like, for example, if I drew the neck, you know how I drew it as like a solid black outline around the whole thing, right? Like
I totally know what you mean.
The tube shape would be surrounded by a black line, but then what I did was like I would change the color of the bottom half of the tube to blend in with the skin. Is that better or worse, or you can't tell the difference?
It's totally fine for spots where you don't see it. So like for instance, like the top of the head, like here, a lot of people just draw a little cap off with the line art. Doesn't matter. That's totally fine. That's great. I think that in the specific instance where you are specifically trying to blend in with something that already exists, it's probably better to do it like he did here, where the actual art of it like blends in with what's already there. So whether that's a blur or like the brush strokes or whatever, that's probably better. That kind of depends on literally just the way you draw, but yeah.
Okay, it's good to know. I did that with the elbow. That's why, like, I I drew like a triangle, but then I made part of the line art like peach color instead of black. But I mainly did that so I can use the fill tool, so I can just delete the line art.
You're gonna hate me when you see this.
Dude, I was gonna ask you about the skirt.
You're gonna hate me.
I only did it partially, so I know there's more coming.
You're gonna hate me because not many people draw it like that or ask people to draw it like that.
Oh.
So the whole skirt's one piece.
Oh, it's fine. I got chunky pleats. It's fine.
No, yeah.
I was gonna ask if we break down the skirt, but oops, it's just one giant piece.
No, yeah, that's how pretty much everyone does it. It causes me physical pain because I love rigging the skirt. Actually, I was rigging Fleshy the other day, and I specifically went in and cut the skirt pleats out because Fleshy also has like a block pleated skirt. And it ended up looking so good. I don't understand why more people don't do that, but I mean, I guess they're just, I mean, not lazy, but it's so much work to separate them out, so I totally get it, especially when your rendering style looks like this. So yeah, I mean, I get it, but oh my god, it looks so good when you have them separated and the like pleats like flow, and oh my god. Anyways,
yeah, I mean, you can't have, well, I totally agree with that, and yeah, I like that extra oomph in the skirt, because especially the way I draw skirts, I put a lot of movement in them too, so I think it would be pretty nice to reflect that in the VTuber model.
Not many people will see the skirt anyways. Yeah.
But it's like there. It's like, you know, you don't want to be caught in a moment where you don't have it available. Like, yeah.
It will look so good when you have your model reveal video.
Like, I would be excited to use that feature more often, knowing I have it as well. Yeah.
So here's the boob shadow, breast shadow. The rest of the torso, which connects up with here's the top torso here. Here we got the legs. I'm interested to see how they did this. Ah, yeah, so they just did the whole leg as one thing, which is the same thing that I say. I'm like, look, like, so there's, I mean, because you can do the whole, especially when the leg is facing forward like this. I think it's totally fine to do the whole leg as one piece, because honestly, it is so easy to cut it up in Live 2D that it doesn't really matter. But a lot of people say to, and this is fine too, to like cut it here where the knee,
kneecap.
Yeah, like at the kneecap basically.
That's smart.
Which totally works too. It does make it a little easier to rig, but like, honestly, it's like generally the same amount of work, so it doesn't really matter either way.
Most times there's not much movement in the legs too. I just see them like bowing the knees together kind of thing.
Yeah, so, and
which is fine. Yeah,
and so when you bow the knees a little bit, you have to then also move the ankle, because you know the feet have to stay in place and stuff. But again, not hard at all to do in Live 3D.
Yeah.
What is the other part? Oh, then it's just the hair back. That's it. Okay.
Nice.
We've gone through the whole thing. So now this is a normal model. All of this, now you understand how much pain I'm putting Belinda through, how much extra I'm asking her to do.
I think we effectively scared away like a ton of people from even trying, but just know that Lua is
I'm a dictator.
Psychopath.
Yeah, so, I'm a psychopath, so...
but, you know, it results in really, really good rigs, so I don't mind going through. It looks
so good in the end. It looks so good. So...
I'm gonna start doing jumping jacks because I get to. And make the model move all over the place.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, yeah.
Channel redeemed for jumping jacks.
This is pretty. This model is kind of an average cut model.
Yeah.
I honestly am still shocked that they didn't separate out these buns, but
hey, no shade. No shade.
I'm not shading. It looks really good. Go look at the video of the model. It looks really good. I'm gonna need a fistful of popcorn really quick.
She's stress eating. Oh no.
I'm stress eating.
Where's that link? I don't know where the link is. I was gonna link the animation if I could find it.
It's on the Gumroad page.
Oh, you know what? Let me just grab it from your chat. All right. So if you guys want to download this model, this PSD, again, it's a pay what you want. Go ahead and visit that link. There's a demo there of the animation.
I see. So The left arm,
Yeah.
they just copy the right arm to the left arm, so it's they can both move really far, but he like same. I do exactly the same thing. I do a lot of really complicated rigging on the elbow and the hand, and then I just flip the arm. Actually, the way I draw models is absolutely terrifying because I just don't even draw the other eye. I don't even turn on the like the symmetry tool or anything.
Yeah.
She's just like missing all kinds of limbs and eyes and facial features, and I really should though, because it's hard to tell what it's gonna look like at the end. But anyways,
use your imagination.
Imagination.
All right, cool. So now that that's done,
Really
we can
great
go
looking model.
to
free
my
to
homework.
study with.
Thank you, Mr. Nabriart, for putting out this beautiful resource for
Yes,
us.
thank you.
Yes.
Okay.
Also, I need you to share your screen again.
Oh yeah.
People staring up a Discord. All right.
We're back.
Now, let's compare. So should we go over? Let's go over the model first, and then we can address the questions.
Okay, so should we? Are we just going over the body like we're gonna do?
No. Let's go top down because I did my homework and I fixed the head.
Oh, okay,
So,
cool.
All the way up. So any layer highlighted with green has been
Oh, that's
fixed.
why that's like there. Okay.
I left a big blob on the page that says green circle equals new layers
I told you I
homework.
didn't read this. Okay.
Sag. But and just a quick clarification on the right and left thing. That's just the terminology for rigging. It's the
Oh.
character's perspective.
I want to really quickly bring up right before this stream, a live CD rigger I follow, a Japanese live CD rigger I follow, made a post that's hilarious to me because it's just such a clear act of desperation. I think I bookmarked it. Yes, I did. Okay, let me show this to you guys.
Oh my god.
This entire graphic is just telling you that this is the right side and this is the left side. This
Oh
is the
my
right
gosh.
side and this is the left side.
It's in like 4 different languages.
Yes.
It's great.
Yes, please spread the word. It says it like 10 different ways. Right, left, right.
I love
left.
it. I love it.
So funny. This is such a Oh, actually this is kind of interesting. So this is actually showing you all the different ways that you can denote right and left. This is just the Japanese
Right.
character, right?
Yeah.
And then you will frequently see Japanese riggers and artists just using like arrows for everything, which is so interesting because obviously that's not really a character that's easily accessible on an English keyboard.
Yeah.
And I'm
That's
kind of very
interesting.
jealous.
They have a macro assigned to it.
Yeah, or something. It's
That's
probably
all
they just
pros
type
do.
it and then it's an option that comes up like instead of a kanji.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you know the word right. I prefer the R because I feel like right is a little bit just wastes a lot of space.
Yeah.
Arrow
It's
would be
true, it's
great, but I
It's a
can't-
universally understood symbol.
Yeah.
That's a really good point.
Yeah. Yep. Does the arrow mean left? Yeah, these are all different notations for
Yeah.
right and left.
And on the bottom with the big red X, this is not left,
Yes,
this is not right.
It's just such an act of like, please, for the love of God. It's so funny. And relatable. Okay. So I just saw that and I wanted to show that. Oh, that artist, by the way, that rigger is actually really great. They put out a lot of really fantastic I love live CD riggers. I feel like are very well known for like loving to share their tips and tricks, and I love that. And
You're not an exception.
Huh?
You're not an exception.
No, I'm not an exception. I just don't do it in fancy graphics because I have no graphic design ability whatsoever. So this person, you can follow them on Twitter. Actually, their name was probably on that graphic. I should just bring that
Yeah,
back.
it was like Yoon something.
Yeah, it's nonon underscore Yuno. It's this nonon underscore Yuno. NONON underscore Yuno. That they make a lot, especially really good graphics for the mouths. I can show you. This is a way that you can do the mouths for different So like this like covers frowning to smiling completely. Like this would probably just be a perfectly good
a mouth chart.
Yeah, but you can go an extra mile, and basically
Wait, they don't have bottom teeth.
No, well, no, they don't. Well, they do. Yeah, they do.
Oh,
yeah,
dang
they
it.
do. Sorry.
Almost caught you.
Yeah, that's how they're able to make this, is because they have bottom teeth. So basically there's a way you can rig it such that you add, so normally mouths are rigged with 2 parameters. Oh, when we start actually talking about live 3D, it's gonna be so complicated, but
that kind of makes sense. It's like a 0 to 1 range.
Yeah.
And how intense you want the sound to be, or the mouth shape to be.
Yeah, so it's based on smiling and how open it is.
Yeah.
So this would be 1 smile and how open. However, something that really great riggers do, and I'm gonna try to start doing, is adding a 3rd parameter that controls the emotion. So once you add a 3rd parameter, that means that you have to set up all of these, because every parameter you add, it becomes exponentially more work.
Oh, wait,
It sucks.
that's a rigger thing, right?
That's a rigger thing. That's not a you problem.
Woohoo! I'm free. Wait, okay. So I was speaking with someone who is a live 2D VTuber, and he mentioned that there's a difference in, like, some people choose to rig these mouth shapes using the Western alphabet, and some choose the Japanese alphabet. Do you have any opinion on that? Like a, I, U, E, O versus A, E, I, O, U, or I don't know if that makes a difference.
I think they're the same. Aren't they the same?
Do you use
A-I-U-E-O are the same as A-I-U-E-O? Aren't they the same?
versus A-E-I-O-U versus A-I-U-E-O. Because you know how Japanese has, like,
Yeah, but they're the same letters and they make the same sound.
No, A and A are 2 different sounds.
But the thing is that you say you say A like the letter, but A makes an ah sound.
Like if you say apple versus like.
Well, okay. Oh, okay. I mean, okay. I guess I can see what you mean.
Yeah.
I've never really that.
Did I break your mind?
I'm trying to think. Cause I feel like I've always done it as A-I-U-E-O. Cause that's just the S, that's the E sound.
That's A would end in E, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it makes a difference.
I feel like they're so similar that they are essentially the same, especially when you're talking about the level of granularity that I'm showing you on screen right now, which is actually very, very low. This is only having 3 shapes essentially for the smile and open is actually kind of low. I think that a lot of people do more like 5 or 6. 5. But this is my brain is still buzzing from your question.
And then I also noticed that in each of the 3x3 grids, they have an emotion. So it's like normal, angry, happy.
I disagree that this is what an ooh is. This is what an ooh is.
See?
This looks like an ooh to me. Ooh. Ooh. Who does an ooh like this? Ooh.
I can't read this. I'm not sure how to like. What direction do you read this? Like down, up?
From top is open, bottom is closed, left is is frowning, and right is smiling, essentially.
That ooh is that's weird.
An ooh. This is an oof shaped mouth, like a circle. Ooh, ooh.
Ooh la la. Like the right box, that's the one's like on the right 3x3. The far left, that would be an ooh. The far left one. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. I still feel like this is closer to what the mouth shape you make when you make, because for me, I get like a funnel mouth, like a ooh, like sticking my lips out, like literally very small opening.
It might be
this
like
would be more like They don't even have on here because they didn't do the level of granularity. Would be in the middle here.
Oh my gosh. I fear for you.
Oh yeah, it's very painful. It's very painful. Anyways. Stop talking about this.
All right. So if you open up like the head folder, you'll see that the sideburns I changed because last time we were talking about how I ended them at the top of the ears.
Perfect. Yes.
Yeah. So I brought them way up, and then I also noticed the shape was weird, so I made them a little thicker and I adjusted it a little bit.
Looks great. Looks fantastic. Let's look at the individual ones. Yeah, looks good. Interesting. So you have it here where it it's sort of
twirls.
Twirls, yeah. Interesting.
I don't know if that's gonna be a problem, but
that's fine. I mean, you won't be able to see this most of the time, anyways.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the sideburns. That's good. And then we can go to the hat front. Last time you told me about that.
Yes. Okay. I see. Let's open it. Let's turn on the.
I think I clipped it to something, or maybe I didn't. Oh, I didn't.
It is a little bit too big because it is covering up some of the liner here.
No, you hid the back of the. Wait, did you hide the back of the hat? No, you didn't.
I put the back of the hat at the back of the head. So it can't. I guess it's not clipping anymore because it. Yeah.
Maybe I did make it too big. I forgot.
It can be a little smaller. It doesn't have to be that big.
Okay. Yeah, I ended it behind the ribbon, so I wonder if something happened with the.
I did mess with it a little bit. Oh, no, that's not the ribbon. That's the This is the back of the head. It is behind the ribbon.
Yeah, but that gray part, I tapered it right at the edge of the hat band. So it shouldn't be in front of the hat band, but it's fine. It should be behind.
It is behind the head band. This right here is the back of the head, the back of the hat.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Yeah, but it can be a little thinner.
Okay. I didn't know how far to go up because I remember you were lowering the headband, and I was like, how far would I dip my head down? Also, Lucy, thank you for the follow.
Yeah. I would if we were to put it in terms of inches in real life, if like she were a real life human, it would be like maybe 1.5 inches up.
Because isn't it the point of that band is to cover the hair, the back of the head?
Yes.
So if you show the back of the head, it'll be peeking out from it.
Let's see.
Oh, it's not. What?
I would hope not.
Huh. Okay. Maybe I was just too tired to notice. Okay. That's good. I can narrow that down then.
Something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways. Boop, boop,
cool.
Boop. Looking good.
And then the mouth, I added a straight line.
Fantastic. Let's take a look. Oh! I think CSP is crashing. Oh, it's saving.
Auto recovery mode.
Yeah, so this is the straight line.
Yeah, I didn't add the skin around it, but I just wanted to see if that was okay.
I mean, it's fine, but you've lost some of the character. Like,
yeah, but you wanted
the line variation and stuff.
But didn't you want like a line? Or no? Or did I misunderstand?
I mean, so this is honestly fine. It's not a huge deal if it's a little curved. This is because it's from the comparison of what I really don't. Yes, someone gives me a cat mouth. I'm like, please, this is the opposite of what I want.
Oh, okay.
But I will note that what I tried to explain was that if you do it as a line, then you need to include the line weight and stuff that you want in the actual line,
okay.
Which you kind of lost when you did the new one.
Yeah. Okay. That's noted.
Yeah. Doesn't matter. It's fine.
Okay.
The one that's there is perfectly fine.
Okay. The head.
We haven't done the inside of the mouth yet. We'll get there.
Yeah. For the head, I added a few extra layers, so I'll let you dig into that.
Let's take a look. Where's the eyes? Get rid of them. Get rid of the eyes.
No, my eyes, the window to my soul.
We don't need them where we're going.
Oh god.
Let's see. What did I just do? Okay. So we've got the line art, fantastic. We've got some shadow.
That's the hairline.
Cool.
Or the hair
okay.
scalp.
This is the like, oh yeah, okay, this is the hairline. Okay. Gotcha. This is the nose blush, perfect. This is some multiply for the head. This is cheeks blush, and this is a base color. So I will note that this gradient here can totally just be merged into the color, just because it's just, you know, a light gradient that mostly is covered by the bangs that either anyways.
Yeah.
So that's totally cool. Which is I only say because then the blush is perfect. The blush does need to be a separate one. Yeah, looks great. Looks fantastic.
If I wanted to add a shine above the blush, that would need to be a separate layer clipped to the cheek and the nose blush layers. And
if you could add a shine just as part of the blush layer, as long as if it's always supposed to be at the same spot as the blush.
Okay, that sounds good. All right, cool. Then moving on, back of the head, I added the part shadow.
Ooh, let's take a look. I'm excited.
It's very basic. So.
Ah, yes. Okay.
Yeah. Is that good enough?
Well, we'll see. We're gonna move it. We're gonna find out. Is it enough?
Oh, it's not.
No, it's not.
Oh, I failed. Okay, because I remember you pulling it all the way down, and I was like, does it need to be that far down? But yeah, okay. What I was imagining it is if I removed her hat, what would be the hair that you see? So if you like brought her bangs back in and stuff like that, that would be exactly what. That's the only part of the head you see is where that shadow is. Yeah.
The way I like it, the way that this technique is that I'm describing, yeah, it needs to be able to be pulled down.
Okay. Like that far, you would say?
Yeah, I think that's a good amount. Which ultimately just means that you like take this and you just sort of taper it out like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah. Boop boop. Okay.
I like that growth on my head. It's great. Okay. And then everything below that is it's just the folder.
She's just floating eyebrows now.
There you go. I'm a Muppets character.
Yeah.
That new layer folder that I have highlighted in green, if you go further down on your list, I don't know why, it's just a folder. I think I meant to put everything in it, but I didn't.
Wait, what am I looking at?
If you keep... What?
I'm at the bottom.
Wait, where's the body? Where's everything?
The body's here. I put the back of the head at the bottom, so the body's here.
Oh, okay. So I guess, yeah. There's a folder that's empty, that's labeled green, so you can just ignore it.
Oh, that's what that was. I deleted that.
Okay. Okay, fair enough.
I was like, empty new folder, deleting that.
I tried to do my best to do a little like grooming, but
yeah, I get it. I missed
some spots.
Okay, let's take a look at the body. Okay.
So excited. Also, I noticed this right now is the tip of her lapel doesn't line up with that pinstripe, and it's bugging me.
No, it doesn't. Also, these pinstripes aren't lining up either, but we'll talk about that in a minute.
We'll get to that.
I'm sure you are aware. So.
Yes.
Okay. This could definitely be bigger.
Okay.
I think
bigger for what reason?
Bigger because let me bring the head back.
Yes. I got it back. Ah, what is that?
Oh no! What happened?
That looks...
What happened? I unhinged too many layers. We're seeing through the matrix now. This looks like those memes that people make where they cut out the nose.
Yeah. It's cursed.
Okay.
It's alright.
Okay, yeah, there we go. Oh, why is did I move the mouth? Why is it so...
I think you moved the head down.
Oh, maybe that's what happened. Everything, whatever. We're just gonna keep it there. It's irrelevant.
I got a big chin.
Oh yeah, here we go. There we go. Perfect.
No, she's playing God.
I am God. Okay.
I'm just preparing myself for being made fun of for the rest of my Twitch career, so it's fine. It's good training.
It's fine. So the reason is because when you move the the head with the mouth, you will quickly run out of space. So like this is a perfectly normal amount of space to move for like looking to the right.
I see.
So yeah. I'm keeping the head like this. This is how I'm gonna rig you.
Balloon giraffe. No. So, I love it. I'm gonna make that my Twitch icon.
Oh god, yes. There you go. This image right here.
My debut picture. Thank you.
Oh yes, that's just gonna be your debut, like the video. It's just gonna be that.
It's okay. Both our reputations are on the line here. It's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I understood about the neck shadow.
Okay. So I skipped a lot of stuff. Okay. Let's go back to the collar.
Okay, so the collar I had a little bit trouble on because, as you'll notice, it's separated, right? So there's a ribbon that goes underneath the collar, and then there's a ribbon that goes outside of the collar. So I didn't know how to order that.
Yes, welcome to my hell. This is exactly the kind of problem that I deal with constantly. And I mean, you did it. Whatever looks correct is the answer. That's kind of a rule of all of life, Diddy. And
you can wing it no matter what.
Unfortunately, you just kind of have to do things that don't feel right in order to make them look right sometimes. But yeah, we've got the middle, we got the side. Interesting. Yeah, interesting. That's all good. Ribbon done.
Nice.
Collar. Okay, let's talk about the collar.
And the collar I had a little trouble on. As you can see, there's still some stray lines from me wrestling with it.
But you got the idea. You got the spirit. This is a great transition between the back and the front. You could even let me get this back out of the way. Chop. Okay. You could even, if you were so inclined, continue this white around the back, and as long as it fades in right here, you're Gucci.
Okay. Oh, okay. So I have a question then. So if you hide the back collar, how do you handle the transition? So like right now I have a very clean line, right? I didn't know like if like for example when I was drawing the top of the back of the collar, you know, there's that black line, right? I didn't know how far I can extend that line to so that it overlapped with the collar, which falls in line with the pinstripe question, kind of. But
it's honestly, this is fine. Obviously, you can tell a little bit, but if you were to just like fill it in like that, that's fine. Because part of my job is to make sure that those two things are always aligned, anyways.
Oh, okay.
So
there can be a little overlap.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, because I was cutting like very clean lines. Okay. You'll see.
Velocity doesn't handle slight lines of opacity very well, so there should be a little bit of overlap.
Okay.
I zoomed out and I saw the face again.
Waka waka.
Waka waka. Okay. Anyways, collar looks good. You can edit it however you want. Collar back. Yep, we already talked about that. Looks good. Dorito flaps, which are for some reason in the I guess.
Yeah, they have to be in front of the skirt.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Interesting. I mean, the vest is in front of the skirt too.
Yeah, the vest is
Where's the rest? Oh, I missed it. I just skipped
everything's
it.
all up there. Yeah.
I just skipped it. That's on me. Okay. Let me get rid of this hair out of the way too.
How's it feel playing with 200 layers, Lua? Huh? It's not so easy anymore, is it?
It's normal. This is my life.
You
Are you joking?
This problem.
You adopted the layers. I was born into them.
I hit layer 200 yesterday, and I threw a little party.
Oh, good. Fantastic. So proud of you. Booba line, perfect. As expected. Vest. Yep, that's perfect. Looks good.
There's a little spillage in between the lapels, but I'll clean that up.
Yeah, I noticed that. Sorry.
Oh gosh.
It was weird. It was like a little kernel of popcorn suddenly appeared in my mouth. Okay. But yeah, this is perfect.
Okay. I clicked the pinstripes to the color. I don't know if that's correct, but
I mean,
that's what I did.
Oh yeah, because I did talk about them being separate. Yeah, that's exactly how they're going to be, so that makes sense. Fantastic.
here's a little thing. So on the vest layer, the top line art layer, and under the vest folder, if you what's that? Something opacity. If you check that opacity button, no, the layer above it. If you what's that? Preserve opacity. The transparent.
Oh, the lock alpha.
Yeah. Yes. Can you color the bottom black? The bottom of the vest black.
Yes.
And I'll show you. That's exactly what I was asking about. So you see how there's a line there?
I would not do that if I were you.
I colored it orange. So that was my question of like, is it better to leave it open with no line art, or is it better to like mask it with the base color, or not mask is not the best word, but like hide it within the base color?
Here, it being orange is perfect.
Should I remove it altogether?
No, this is good. This is good.
So I should keep line art there, but make it orange.
Oh, as far as having line art there, I would just remove it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I would just delete it because it might interfere with the pinstripes or something.
Yeah, it did. Actually,
yeah,
that's why.
exactly. So
okay.
Yeah, I would just completely take it out.
Nice.
Cool. One question down. But yeah, I'm interested to know what these lines right here are, or is it just hasn't gone in and cleaned them up?
It's how do I call it? It's like a seam.
Oh, okay.
Seam line around the arm holes.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Styler, what are you lost on? Do you need help clarifying? we're moving pretty fast, but this is just kind of a review of a previous stream. But yeah, if you have any questions, I guess it's a good time segue to just be like, this is we're going over my homework, which is breaking down the body into each component, and then Lua's just kind of telling me what I did right and wrong. And then this is a beginner friendly space, so if you have any questions about Live 2D rigging and or illustration portion of a Live 2D model, then yes, please feel free to ask. Don't be shy.
Yes.
Just interrupt us and we will answer your question.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. And then also Lua is my rigger and I am the illustrator of the model.
Yes.
There you go. I think my little segue intros are getting more condensed, but yes.
Yeah, once we get more practice, it's like one of those elevator pitches why you keep practicing it, because then it gets more concise. Anyways,
I do have a question on the vest. So on her back waist, there's a wrinkle.
Yes.
Is that okay to keep?
If you loved me very dearly, you would cut the wrinkle like this, and then this line would just be the crook here.
Oh, okay. So the wrinkle would be another layer.
Yeah, if you loved me very dearly. Not a requirement. Obviously, that's going so far above and beyond.
You know me. No sleep needed.
No. But yeah, I was actually staring at that and being like, okay.
I was drawing it and I was like, I hope this is okay.
Actually, this is a good, I actually have a real world example of this pretty much exact thing. So let me just open that up and show you and move to Live 2D very quickly and show you what that would look like and what that would afford. It's called an affordance. What that would afford me. That's the word we use in game development.
Affordance?
An affordance, yeah.
What is that?
It basically means like you're giving me more abilities.
Oh, okay.
One second, my chat's all messed up when I went to new screen, and let me change, of course, the window that I'm showing you.
Our elevator pitch is going to be me model Lua rigger, many layers.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Many layers.
That's good for multiple elevator trips.
Me rig, you draw. Many layers, cry. Okay, welcome to Live 2D, everybody.
Oh wow, we moved homes.
Yes, it's beautiful. Okay, so this is a VTuber named Fleshy. I've been rigging her.
First question: does Live 2D have a dark mode?
I actually don't think it does. It's a I'll also have to say it's a very limited program. All things considered, it's extremely limited. It does not have a dark mode as far as I'm aware. I honestly never checked because I don't use dark mode or anything.
Nice. All right, go ahead.
So folds. This fold here, on either side of her torso.
Oh, hold on. We got raided by Pastry 143.
Oh,
Hello.
hello, everybody.
Hello, Raiders.
Hello,
Welcome
Raiders.
to Live 2D lesson with Lua Lucky and Belindra. This is a we're breaking down the basics of Live 2D stuff, knowledge and stuff. So if you have any questions about Live 2D rigging, all that good stuff,
Drawing VTuber models. Yeah.
drawing VTuber models, rigging VTuber models, anything, feel free to ask. Yeah, Excelia, let's hold off on the shout out. So, but yes,
No,
thank you so much.
Do a shout out. Yeah, do a shout out.
All right, shout them out, Excelia. I got mods now. I'm so excited.
Now you don't have to do anything.
Well, I still have to. All right. Oh, they were playing art.
That's my favorite game.
She's singing the Padoru song. Oh, that's right. I remember Pastry. I drew your model. She has a little PNG tuber that's jumping up and down. So if you ever want to move into Live 2D and draw many layers, more layers than you could have ever dreamed of, welcome to the right place. You've come to the right place. Welcome. Yes. All right. And also thank you for the follow. I dimple. All right, we're gonna move ahead, but yes, I hope you had a good time drawing your arts.
Yes.
I hope you guys learn a lot from this stream, and if you have any questions, please ask.
Yes.
We're here for you guys too. Yes, edutainment is the greatest.
Yes, exactly.
All right. So we were talking about a shirt wrinkle that I added, and we have migrated to Live 2D now. And Lua, take it away.
Yes, I was gonna show everybody an example of why you might want to separate a wrinkle out into its own layer, and the reason is because then actually it's actually really hard to see in Live 2D, but basically then you can sort of move the wrinkle on its own, which looks really good for either up and down or left and right. In your case, it would be up and down, but here it looks good for left and right. Because
I see. It's the wrinkle at the bottom of the shirt, right?
It's this wrinkle here.
Oh.
On either side. It's on either side. So
Can you move it again?
actually, it's better if I move this one a little bit. Okay. I'm gonna have to change windows again, but I'll show it to you in actual motion so you can actually see it.
That dang mesh.
I know, it's so, I hate Live 2D so much. Window capture. I have it as existing source. It's the physics window.
Oh, let me bump your social medias, Lua. Please give Lua a visit. She's also streaming live right now, simultaneously with me. I'm also gonna plug the link to her stream, so I would really appreciate it if you guys hopped into her stream as well, to give her those fancy algorithm boosting numbers.
Yes.
Get her to monetization. She's almost there. So yes, Lua is my
I can't live
rigger.
without the clout.
She's like crawling on the floor. Please give me validation.
Clout, please. Okay. So what I was gonna show you.
You done embarrassing yourself?
See how I have the fold move back.
Oh, very fancy.
Yes.
I see.
Yes.
And that's because it's on a separate layer.
Yeah, I'm able to do that because it's on a separate layer. I actually need to go back and clean it up a little bit because it's actually not a very clean separation, but that's on me. Oh, it does that weird thing right there. That's on me. But
oh, I see.
But yeah, so that makes it so that when she actually turns her whole body to the left and right.
Oh my gosh, look at that little bell jingle.
Oh,
that's
bell.
so adorable.
I'm so proud of the bell. Can I just show off the bell really quick?
Oh my god. This is the stuff that it's worth the torture.
Yes.
You torture yourself
And it
a little
was
bit.
torture to cut this bell up, I have to say.
That is amazing. I love like the metallic effect on it, the shine.
Yes. Oh,
That's super cool.
yeah. I was working on the head right before this. The bangs aren't quite right, but the head looks good.
That's
Anyways.
so good. Good job.
Oh, and let me just talk about the skirt really quick because I mentioned that I did the skirt. Each of these pleats are separate layers, which is not something that everyone always does. Actually, no one does. But because they are, I'm able to do stuff like this. It's not done. None of this stuff is final, by the way. But do stuff where it's how the pleats move a little bit.
Yeah.
All that work for just a tiny bit of movement, but it's all worth it. I swear. Okay,
It's not that bad. It wasn't that bad.
Yeah, but I think I might add a little bit more to it because it doesn't move quite as much as I maybe would like. But anyways,
So the shadow of the pleats, is that on a separate layer as well? Because
No.
I needed a refresher on the pleats. Okay.
no, you can keep them on. You don't need to go that far. I mean, you could, but at that point, I'm like, oh well, now you're just giving me work to do.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah,
That looks
so on
great.
this, I just have the layer, the shadow on the same layer.
It's beautiful.
Haven't done the arms yet. Still got those stick arms that you hate so much.
I don't hate them. Hate's such a strong word. It's I like movement. I'll just say that.
But yeah, so I'm only maybe like a third way done with this model. So
How long has this taken you so far? Do you know how many hours roughly?
I've done a lot of them on stream.
Oh yes, Lua streams on YouTube. So if you
Yeah.
follow her YouTube channel, you'll know that.
Yeah.
Click the
Yeah.
bell for notifications and stuff.
I don't know, maybe like 20, 25 hours.
Holy moly!
Yeah, honestly, it's really, really hard for me to judge how many hours it takes me to do live CD because honestly, I completely lose track of time. I will sit down and start doing live CD, and I shock myself too, and I'm like, what happened? And it's like 7 hours later.
That's how I am with drawing. Sometimes you just look outside, you're like, huh, the sun has set.
Yeah, exactly. Or like, oh man, it's the next day.
Yeah. What's that about?
Oh, that's so weird how that happens.
Yeah, definitely.
Let me switch back to CSP. All of that just to show you that. But
That's great though. That makes perfect sense.
okay. There we go.
Oh boy, we're back to
We're back.
squash face.
Squash face, squash face. Okay,
I need to make that an emote. Okay, I'm gonna make
Heck
that
yeah.
an emote later.
do it. Okay, and we just talked about the vest. Okay, we're done with that. Underskirt. Underskirt. Oh, this wait.
Undershirt.
Oh, undershirt. I can't read. I have no reading comprehensions. Oh, CSP is saving. Okay. Okay, undershirt.
So
Besides
basically
that
you
little
move...
stray line there, that I'm sure you're aware of. Looks great.
Yes, definitely aware of that. Yeah, if you move the arm out of the way, it might make more
Yes,
sense.
I actually skipped a bunch of stuff, didn't I? I like to go down, so let's actually go back to here. And okay, left ribbon string. Okay, this is stuff that goes underneath the collar. Sure, that makes sense. And here's the lapel, which left. Wait, I'm just thinking of left and right, so that should be separate.
Oh, okay.
It's probably fine. It's fine. They
Okay.
don't have to be separate.
I could separate it
No,
out
it's
if
fine.
you want.
It's fine.
Okay.
Honestly, they would probably do me no good.
Is that gonna be easy to rotate? Like turn
it's
her?
fine.
Okay.
I'll show you how easy to rotate it is because we have the mesh transformation tool.
Wow.
I'm just gonna separate this down to 1 because I don't need more than that. This kind of thing. Of course, as always, these when you take a curve that goes one direction, you have to curve it the opposite way. It's always a little bit harder, but it's definitely fine.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess that would be the only obstacle in my way is depending on how curved this line is. But you don't have to worry about that. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
Okay, arm. The left arm. This one. Yeah, this is the left arm.
Yep.
Okay, we've got the cuff. Oh, okay, we're gonna do the cuff first. We got the cuff front.
So I
And-
clipped that line with the 2 buttons to the white base. Is that okay?
That's fine. I'm still gonna be
Okay.
1 layer, so I'm assuming. Oop.
But doesn't it need to rotate that line? Well, I guess it doesn't really.
Not really. I mean, we could,
Mhm.
but
Nah.
probably not.
Okay.
Wasn't in my plan. Didn't think about it. Sleeve, which is up here. We got the big poof sleeve.
Yep.
Nice, nice. I would say that the cuff should be separate from the actual bell.
Oof. Okay. Is that the
Um,
term for a bell?
I think this is called a bell sleeve. This type
I
of
kinda-
sleeve.
I did take a sewing class like a long time ago. I think that sounds so familiar.
I can't remember if this is a bell sleeve or not. I don't know.
Anyway.
I have a really bad memory retention for that kind of terminology and stuff. The poof part of the sleeve.
Okay.
Yeah, we already went through this. I just didn't hide it. Elbow. Okay, let's talk about the elbow. So
Here we go. I'm so proud of this.
okay. I'm sorry.
No. Dreams crushed in real time.
It's my fault. I'm not good at explaining what the elbow's purpose is.
I thought it was because you wanted to rotate the arm and you wanted to rotate the elbow with it.
You're not wrong. But the elbow that I'm speaking of actually goes below both of these.
Okay.
And is hidden when the arm is down.
Oh, okay.
It appears, and also the forearm actually has to be above the upper arm. That's another note. Just because of the way.
Comment from Hako Madori that says this is very interesting. Thank you so much. We're glad. Sometimes this might seem like a slog through the mud, but it's
all worth it. It'll all be worth it.
Yeah, I'm glad you like it.
Which once you see that the forearm actually has to go above the upper arm, then it does make sense why so many people do the technique where you just rotate this and then the elbow is just appears from the upper arm.
Yeah.
So that technique is essentially exactly what we're doing, which is where the elbow in question, where did it go? Oh, it's actually there.
Hiding from you because you heard its feelings.
I heard its feelings. So, so essentially, this actual layer itself is pretty much there. I would say you probably need more line. Ooh,
I have
this. Okay.
It's all black there, so you can actually just lock opacity and draw it in.
Oh, yes, that's exactly what I want.
Oh, yeah, that's what I asked you about the vest, the bottom of the vest.
This is a special case.
Oh, okay.
This is a special case.
Thanks, Past Belinda. You're doing good.
So
it's salvageable?
Yeah, that's good. That's good. It needs to move position. So it doesn't actually show here. It's just just below them. And then when you rotate the forearm up, that's when we have this. Yeah, go ahead and play it. That's when we have this like poke out.
Oh, okay.
So you need to. It is really a balancing act where you kind of need to know exactly where to end the line art on both the forearm and the upper arm. Yeah, it's really hard. It is actually a very hard problem. And yeah, so then this will pop out, and now you have an elbow. And don't worry about this extra stuff sticking out. I can fix it.
So I remember you showed on the downloaded example, there was a part of the arm that you moved there was a part you moved the forearm to where suddenly that illusion was lost because they didn't do that elbow.
Yes, because they didn't do this specific elbow trick that I'm doing. Yeah. Right.
So how would that look if we did it the way that we did it? Like, does that make sense?
You want me to show you how, like, if I moved the arm into an arbitrary spot?
Yeah.
How would we make the elbow appear?
Yeah.
So let's just move it to, for instance, I don't know, here, sure. It actually doesn't even appear. It doesn't even really start to appear
until
maybe
until you pass 90 degrees.
Yeah, pretty much until you pass 90 degrees. That's when it starts to appear. And that's when so obviously now you're seeing that the upper arm is perhaps a little bit too long, for instance. And then that's when, where is it? There it is. It sort of pops out here. Let me, God, it looks terrifying.
So does it rotate?
Yeah, it'll rotate. It'll do all kinds of weird stuff. Actually, to the point where when I do this shape, I literally just draw a circle with a black line around it. This is fine too. I can work with this. But it does such insanely weird morphs and stuff to match everything that it almost doesn't even matter what shape it is that you give me. This is good though. Don't worry about it. As long as it matches up with the line art on the forearm and the upper arm, it's Gucci.
Okay, I think I have to massage my brain a little bit to figure out.
It's hard. It's really hard.
how to do this.
Yeah. Basically, what I would do if I were you is I would just play around with rotating this upper arm around the middle, the pivot point here, and see like, okay, like how much of this do I need to erase? How much of this do I still need to draw, etc.
Okay.
Yeah.
Testing the product out. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. And then generally
And then
you just have to circle it off. Sorry.
Got
my
it.
gosh, the Beppis is getting to me. I was curious just now and I looked up, there's open dyslexic font. Yeah, for Twitch.
Good to know.
Sometimes I'm like, am I dyslexic? And I'm like, no, I know I'm not dyslexic, but there's something wrong with my brain for sure.
It's a lot of text. I mean, when you stare at tiny numbers and things all day on the screen, you're bound to melt your brain a little bit. Oh boy, my hand! I'm so proud of this hand.
It looks great.
Don't crush my dreams. Okay.
No, it looks great.
So I want to give a disclaimer that all the fingers and the palm, you'll see that there's a black outline around everything. And then if there isn't a black outline, it's changed to the color. It's like peach color line. So I don't know if I should remove it or if I should keep it there.
That's all that matters.
Should I erase the line between
No,
like the thumb and the palm?
That just depends on how you're gonna. Is that gonna be a problem for you when you shade it?
Possibly. Okay. Well, either works then. Seems. Okay.
As long as it looks good, that's the hand that you want. Looks good.
Nice. Ooh, X Dustco, welcome to the stream.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay. Then we did the vest already. Skirt. Let's talk about the skirt.
Okay, so I don't really remember what we did because I remember you said I had to draw like in between stuff. But I didn't draw any of that.
That was hard. That's a hard thing to explain.
I understood it. I just didn't know where to put it on the actual skirt. So, because from that perspective, you wouldn't really see the folds.
Did something get erased here?
No, it's the back of the skirt.
No, I mean the back of the skirt get erased a bit.
Possibly. I just
it's one of those you know what this reminds me of? It's like a little peekaboo.
No, this is a family-friendly program. We don't have peekaboos like that. If you right-click the skirt layer, the skirt folder, you can just like what does it say? Make a selection or whatever. If you right-click the actual, right-click, What? Wait, did you have a menu actually pop up, or did you do magic?
No, I just Control-Shift clicked.
What? What? Yeah, that's essentially what I did. I just did that shape, and then I did a gradient, like dark to light.
Gotcha.
I don't know if that's what you're supposed to do.
Fine. That's totally fine.
Okay.
Although I will note that if you don't have a line art there, you might notice that the back of the skirt
exposed me.
So you might want to draw a line art. That's up to you. Okay. So what I was talking about, and this is where we get really just mind screwy. With the with the in between thing.
Yeah.
Essentially, what you have to draw is, assuming that you want to show this, it's literally just like a little line that goes in between, and then like the line that is the fold all the way up to the top, and you have to, and then the other one matches this line right here, going all the way down, so that when you, okay, oh no, so naked.
Oh no, don't look.
It looks super weird, especially because the pleats are actually, they don't have that much overlap between them.
Yeah. That actually makes sense when you do it like that.
Yeah, but that's literally all you have to do. Is it's like a layer that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like that, and then it, I don't be shadowy or something. I don't know.
Like basically the under fold of the skirt.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Okay, because I was thinking about it from the top, like the outside of the skirt, but it's actually the fold inside of the skirt.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
The ideology. Oh dear. Not the new religion here.
But yeah, other than that, looks good. Looks good.
Nice. Thank you.
Depends on how much overlap you want in the skirt. Kind of just like in real life, the more overlap you give it, the more I have. The more movement I can give it,
fat pleats and stuff.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. I also didn't know where to stop the skirt, so I just stopped it at her waist. Is that okay?
That's perfect.
Okay,
As
cool.
long as it's hidden, which I'm sure it is with the vest and everything, then it's good.
Yeah, the Doritos and everything cover it quite well.
Yep, that's perfect.
Okay.
That's perfect.
Nice.
Let's see. Let's talk about what's next? The right arm.
Legs. Oh, okay, the right arm. It's basically the left arm,
Same.
but
yeah, so
yeah.
cuff, just so that I can give the sleeve bounce.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is the difference in size going to be an issue because the left poof or the right poof is significantly smaller than the left poof because it's the perspective? Is
I
that
don't
going to be
care.
a problem? Okay.
Not a problem for me.
Am I going to have different sized arms?
I mean, how did you draw different sized arms?
Yeah, I did because of the perspective.
I mean, go.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll count on you to not make her look like a weird arm lady.
I mean, I think it would only be a problem for when the arms like are up to hold something.
Oh, okay. I should make sure they're equal lengths, right?
Probably. That would probably be a smart idea.
I feel like the perspective kind of warped a little bit, the sizing, but okay. That's something to keep in mind. So the hands should be the same size.
That's probably smart. Yeah.
Okay. Good to know.
Okay, but yeah. Anyways, everything I said for the left arm, true for the right arm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Legs. Leggies.
Leggies.
I got a shoe. We got a superfluous folder here.
Shh. It's fine. Remember 3 a.m.
Okay, we've got... Okay, yeah, that's the shoe. We've got the ribbon, which, yeah, and if we dig deep enough, we've got some unnamed folders here. Yeah, looks good. And the heel, which I asked, and that's perfect. Yep. It has to be separate. Yep, perfect.
Did I have to draw the underside of the shoe? I forgot.
No, you don't need to.
Okay.
I don't think we're ever gonna get there. Because even when she kicks back, you'll just see more of the top of the shoe.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Thigh, yep, this is exactly that knee cutoff thing we talked about.
Mm-hmm.
And the calf. Looks great,
Woohoo!
Wait, actually, wait.
Uh-oh.
No, yeah,
I mean, I can add.
We're good.
I can add that little dimple for the kneecap.
I mean, that's art style. It's up to you.
Okay.
Okay. I just couldn't tell exactly where the kneecap ended because it's, it's just flat art. So I was like, huh,
Yeah.
what? Okay. Anyways, I'm assuming the right leg's gonna be the same. So
Yep.
I mean, I'll just quickly go through it, I guess. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Looks good. We're good.
Nice.
Fantastic. Okay. And then finally, it's the coattails. Oh wait, we didn't do the Doritos. We'll go back and do it. We'll loop back around because that actually has a lot of talking to do about it. And so I am noticing here that you decided to just draw them straight and not curved.
Correct.
Is that because we want to do the flipping technique? I thought we had decided on the inverse.
I forget what happened. I kind of remember you telling me to draw it straight and then you can curl it, but then did we decide later I should curl it and then we just have it bounce,
there's two different ways
right?
we can do it. If you draw it with a curl already in it, then we can control it so it looks a little bit better, like cartoony.
Yeah.
The other way to do it is we could let me try to show you with the warp tool. Whoa. Okay. I don't know.
Oh, you know what? It's because of the gradient layer.
Oh, I'm just gonna delete it. Sorry. There we go.
It's weird that it did that, even though it's clipped. But I don't know. Maybe that's just.
I get it. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, sure, that's good enough. So, if we do it the way that you drew it, then that means I take it and I literally like flip it like this.
Oh.
So it's definitely looks less, like purposeful, I guess you could say. But it's absolutely valid. But yeah, actually it would look exactly like that.
I don't know. Which one do I like more? Which one do you like more?
I have no preference.
Oh man, I don't know either. I kind of like how it flips inverted like that.
Okay.
But then I don't know. Oh no. Flip a coin.
I have to say, it looks better than I thought it would look. I thought it would look worse.
It looks pretty good. But if it's like, I don't want it to be like flapping around. I just want it to be very like minor movements.
And that's the thing. If it is kind of minor movements, then we probably just want to draw the curl in it. Because this is if we want really major movements.
I don't know. Okay. Let me brainstorm. Because it's either it's already curved and it bounces up and down, or it flips like this, right? I kind of like the.
If we draw it already curved, if we draw it already curved, we can uncurl it more. Sorry, I have popcorn in my mouth. We can uncurl it and curl it more. We just can never make it completely uncurled.
So isn't it better to work with this and then you can curl it and then bounce it, or is that just more work?
It's more work.
Okay.
Also, I think that this looks kind of like how someone mentioned, it looks paper thin.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Scrapped idea. All right. We'll go with the bounce.
Yeah. So we can either do the thing I just said, or you can do it literally exactly the same as how you did the cowlick.
Yeah. Okay. That sounds good. Okay. I'll do it. I think I'll do it like the cowlick. I don't know. Okay. I need to be like. I need to have like a good night's sleep before I make these decisions. I can't do this at 2 in the morning anymore. All right, okay. Yeah, that seems good. We have a comment while you're nibbling on popcorn. So Blynn's VTuber model has been in a third quarter view. Is it because, aside from inspiration of Kason, you wanted to see a change from the usual front viewing VTuber model? I can give my perspective on this. Personally, I think it's a little more believable. Is the best word when someone's facing 3/4. I mean, granted, when you talk to someone, you don't face 3/4 away, but I think it's more of like they're sitting on to your side versus like facing in front of you. Does that make sense? I don't know. It seems more friendly when they're.
I will note that whenever I stream, and a lot of streamers do this, VTubers and normal streamers, we specifically face our models or our webcams or however you're streaming, so that it looks like you, the person who's streaming, is facing the screen. And a 3/4 VTuber just sort of, preempts that.
I think here maybe this is how I imagined it, is like instead of someone like making a presentation like facing you directly, it's more of like a friend walking along your side. Like that's why they're 3/4 turned. So maybe that's why I tend to be more comfortable with 3/4 turned, is like because it's like you're next to them versus like you're in front of them. Is that weird?
I like it. It's cute.
Yeah, I'm also better at drawing 3/4 view. I mean, even though there's a symmetry tool, I think it's like too symmetrical. So there's a little imperfection with 3/4 turn.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Personally,
I'm just
as the rigger, I pushed Belinda to go 3/4 turn because I'm tired of front-facing VTubers. And actually, I mentioned this before, but in Japan, who's had VTubers much longer, many more VTubers and much longer than everyone else, they're kind of done with the front-facing too. A lot of people have non-symmetrical, non-front-facing VTubers in Japan nowadays.
We're in the future now. We caught up.
I'm trying to get the overseas meta to catch up with Japan.
You know how it happens. It's like fashion. You gotta wait a couple years before it makes overseas.
Yeah. Actually, it was really funny. I didn't like. I watched the Live 2D keynote that they did a few months ago. I think it was November, and I was truly shocked because I of course am in the overseas VTuber space, and I know it literally seems like there are infinite overseas VTubers. It truly feels that way. I know that can't be true, but it's insane how many VTubers there are in the world. And I thought for sure, I'm like, oh, we must have much more than Japan, because Japan is, such a small country compared to literally the rest of the world. No, Japan still has like twice the number of VTubers than the whole rest of the world does, which is
wow,
so insane to me. And it like people talk about like, oh, do you think the market is oversaturated? I'm like, I do, but Japan still has many more times VTubers than us, and that's just one country as a target audience. So no, kind of yes and no. Do I think we're oversaturated? A little bit, but have we reached peak saturation? Not even close.
Oh man, and I thought it was a pretty saturated, but I think Twitter kind of gives the illusion.
Really, yes, I think that's a big part of it too. And there's a lot of people on Twitter who are VTubers but don't stream too. So that's another part of it. There's a kind of derogatory term for them called VTweeters.
No.
Yeah,
Oops.
it was a whole thing. It was a whole drama like a year ago. Anyways.
Interesting. I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's also maybe a good experiment for Lua to play with 3/4 turn, right?
This will be my first like 3/4 turn VTuber, so I'm excited.
All right.
It'll be a whole new set of challenges. I'm terrified.
Yeah, when Lua first reached out to me, I asked her like, do I have to draw forward facing? Because I was kind of like, I didn't like that idea, to be honest, that much. So I was like, and she's like, oh yeah, there's actually like Kason exists. So like now I'm discovering more VTubers that are turning quarter turn, but like Kason just kind of gave me the idea that it could exist, but I didn't know how it worked. So I hope that answers your question in that like it didn't really form the idea, it just validated that it's possible. Yeah, to do it. Kason, Subaru, Miko in 3D usually.
Well, Miko doesn't count.
Isn't Miko like full 3D?
Miko is 3D. But yeah, I mean, yeah. The one thing about 3/4 turn that sucks is that means that you always have to have your VTuber on one side of the screen, which actually we probably should have considered, because technically from your streaming setup, she should be turned the other way.
Ew. Oh my god, you're right.
We can still flip the body. Just flip the body. We have not passed the point of return.
Oh wow, I didn't even consider that, because for anyone that doesn't watch my streams or who are brand new, my VTuber or my PNG tuber is typically on the left side of the screen. She sits on top of the color picker on Clip Studio. So, whoops. Oversight.
Hey, that's why we've figured it out now.
There you go. Oh, here, let me see if I have it. Here's my ramblings of a mad person. Oh, nope, I shrunk something else. I'm looking for your screen. There you go. This is what I look like. This is what I was imagining myself to look like, essentially. Was like, look, I'm hanging out here, but typically I look like this. So that's where I hang out. Yeah, so we're gonna be, should have thought of putting her on the left, but this was like version 1, and then this was like version 2. So this is what we're going with. And then I'm gonna have my little Cintiq here.
So cute.
And I'm gonna draw, and I'm gonna be like, oh my god, everyone, I draw you! All right, yeah, that's it. I just want to show you guys. Does this mean I have to rename the left and right layers? No, because I didn't, well, I did. Well, I didn't really name them, so it's fine. My layers are like half unnamed anyway. So, yeah, someone brought up I have to rename my layers.
You do have to rename all your layers.
That's fine, that's fine, that's fine.
You remember all the rules, right?
What?
All the layer naming rules.
The naming scheme?
Mm-hmm.
I probably have to watch episode 1.
Check your notes.
Yeah,
my
notes are scribbled.
Me instead of having to scrub through the video.
That's true. I'll probably ask you for like a screenshot or something. Naming scheme. Even better, make it symmetrical so you can flip it like player 2 in a fighting game.
Oh my god.
That's my next co-stream. I get possessed by someone.
I mean,
Special
actually...
alternate color version.
I was gonna say... Oh my god, that'd be so much extra work. But I was gonna say that technically, it could be rigged in such a way that you can just flip the whole thing. But at that point, why don't you just flip the OBS source? What am I talking about? Why am I adding work to myself? You just flip the OBS source.
That's true.
For while we're still in the trying stage, you can just layer flip the body. I think it's Still...
Then wouldn't the hands and stuff react to different? Like my right hand would.
Oh, right,
not...
because you're right-handed or left-handed or whatever. Yeah. That's sorry. Well, we haven't drawn that stuff yet.
Yeah. No. Well, I mean, like if I rose my right hand in person, then would the right hand move on the character, or would the left hand move if I just mirrored OBS?
Oh.
Yeah. That's okay. It's not really named.
That's if you wanted to be on the right side of the screen, though. But yeah, it would be the opposite hand. I mean, I guess we could just rig both hands. No, why did I even suggest that?
No. Okay, yeah, I'll think about that.
But yeah,
I don't know why I didn't think about that. That's so bizarre.
I mean, it's, you know,
I think I just got too excited.
It's okay. It's okay. I mean, all you have to do is just grab all this stuff and
whip it around.
Whip it around, yeah.
Yeah. Technically, my character canonically is ambidextrous, so it's fine.
Oh but yeah, you're fine then.
Yeah.
There you go. Done. I fixed it for you.
Thank you. Save me hours and hours of work. Stage right. Oh, we have another question. Wait.
Oh yeah, sorry. I read it and then I forgot to read it out loud. Do you think lots of VTuber riggers are comfortable doing rigging in 3/4 view? No, I really don't think, especially overseas riggers. No, absolutely not. I would say that I feel like there's no riggers who would turn it down, but I also feel like very few riggers even have experience doing it in the first place. So yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that they would even consider the differences between them.
Man, that's it seems like something you have to I mean, you have the basic understanding of how a character moves when you do live 2D, but because even when they're facing forward, you can make them turn left and right.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So there's like a basic understanding, but maybe to the point if you want it to be like very really realistic or believable or something, and you're a little bit of a psychopath like Lua, then you'll dive into those kinds of projects.
I would also say that a lot of artists who decide to draw the VTuber 3/4 view, they would not consider to put the head facing forward, and so that is a significant amount of more work. Because honestly, like you said, that not having it symmetrical doubles the work, but that's not really true, because more than half the amount of work in the whole model just happens on the head. So it doesn't double the work, especially if the head is already symmetrical. If the head wasn't symmetrical, you're right, it would double the work. But the head is symmetrical, so not a problem.
Nice.
I specifically, by the way, when we talked about 3/4 VTubers, and there's a ton that aren't Keisan or Subaru. Subaru, by the way, I'm pretty sure it was drawn 3/4 view. Like she wasn't drawn facing forward with the head like this. I don't know, but I haven't looked at her super closely. But Keisan, though, I'm pretty darn sure was drawn exactly the way that we're doing it, where the head was drawn facing forward and then the body was drawn 3/4 turn.
And the reason we did that was because when you turn your head, there's like perspective shifts and stuff like that, right? Or why did we do that?
The reason we drew it so the head was facing forward is that now I can symmetrize them really easily, and also you'll have more ability to turn the other way. I mean, it will look it probably look really, really weird. Like I'll probably we probably will clamp it on the like tracking side or something, but you technically will be able to do that. And so yeah, it's a lot easier for me to just like shift the body to the left and right a little bit. Oh, you actually can't see my screen on my side, but it's a lot easier for me to like shift the body to the left and right a little bit and have the head be able to turn like all the way to the right, than it is to like draw the head like facing to the left, and then I'm like, okay, well now I have to rig each eye individually, and now I have to do all individual, and it sucks a lot.
This is just happy medium for rigger and artist.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So someone said Keisan has some pretty extreme side angles. Yeah, Keisan has a huge amount of movement available to her. I could fully do an entire stream just talking about Keisan's rig. I truly could, because Himono, who did Keisan's live city rig, is literally, in my opinion, the best live titty rigger. I could just do a whole stream just like going like, oh my god, and this and this and blah 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 blah. But it sounds
Tune in
weird.
for Lewis Fangirls stream.
I love
Yeah.
Kayson's models
What
so
if I drew a
much.
side profile? How would that work? Would you just like
I'd be
transition
in
into
hell.
a side? No, I don't think I.
I mean,
would ever.
if you gave it to me in addition to this, all it would be used as reference. That's it.
Oh, I see.
If you gave it to me as that is the head, then I would be in hell. But
Oh gosh, definitely.
yeah. So there you go. Thank you
Yeah,
very
okay.
much for for trying it the way you did. You're so beautiful. Look at you.
My tiny face. It's great.
Hello.
I like that.
You
Have we
know,
both
I mean, you know
descended
what we
into
gotta do now.
madness?
If we joke about this too much, I'm gonna have to rig this into your model. You know that, right?
Oh no! Is it gonna be a channel redeem?
Yeah,
Or I just
obviously.
become tiny head?
Like obviously.
All right, let's bring it
Oh my
on.
god! Someone edited one of your.
Wait, let me open this. I want to see. Oh god. Is that gonna be the thing with my character now? Is she
And
has a tiny face?
And the
or
redeem
tiny
is
head?
gonna be called Belinderp.
Yes.
I'm Belinderp.
I'm gonna clip that and make it a notification sound.
No!
We can play this both ways. All right. Anyway, I think that covered the whole homework session, right?
I think it did.
All right.
Wait, sorry, I just tested something. I have no idea if this is gonna work.
The whole homework session, right?
Oh. That worked. I can record my audio and play it back. I've never tried it though. So I just
What are you gonna do with your new powers?
I never knew how to. I never can click it in time, so probably nothing.
All right, cool. So, I guess my homework is fix the hair, the hair part, shadow, the elbow and forearms. I have to make sure those are equal. I have to get rid of any weird lines, like for example, oh, let's do the Doritos.
Yeah, let's talk about the Doritos.
Okay, can we get some Doritos in the chat, please?
Hey, can we stick some Doritos in the chat, please? Thanks.
I think there's a Dorito emote.
Someone has a Dorito emote. I'm always seeing it on Twitch. I can't find the Doritos. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Okay. So,
There they are.
obviously they don't line up, but you know, we'll get there. The other part of this is that the reason they're separate in the first place is because you want them to flip up, right?
Yes.
So what you have to do, is you're gonna have to duplicate them.
Mm-hmm. Kind of with like the skirt, right?
Yeah, and you're gonna draw the underside.
Yeah, which is just a darkened version of it because it's the same
Exactly.
color.
Exactly. That you see, I didn't have to tell you anything. You already knew.
I got a big brain. Ooh, we got a Dorito in your chat. Woohoo!
Woo! Oh my
I'm wearing
gosh.
nacho cheese.
Just
I would
the
much
sad
prefer
red
Cool
triangle.
Ranch. Hey, don't complain.
Spicy hot Doritos.
That's the spicy version.
YouTube has a spicy Doritos.
Yeah, I have the nacho cheese version.
Mhm.
Can I get the Cool Ranch one? I like
Oh,
Cool Ranch
ew.
more. What? You're one of those people that don't like ranch.
I'm not a
ranch
huge
flavor?
fan. I'll take it if it's the only option, but
Oh my god! Wait! We gotta ask. Do you like original flavored chips?
only if they're bugles. But even then, the bugle cheese is better.
Cool Ranch sucks. Oh my god, Excelia! I'm taking away your mod powers. I can't have someone who doesn't like ranch be my mod.
I'm not that guy.
I like so I have a debate running with like why you would ever pick original chips over anything else, because I'm like, you're looking at a shelf full of really, really fun flavors. Like,
yeah, it does seem a little
and-
strange to me.
Yeah, like-
I mean, I get like Fritos or like Dorito or I said Bugles, which are the original flavor. Like they're known as that flavor. So I feel like they're a little bit different. But like when you say original, what do you mean? Do you mean like that, or do you mean like taking a
Lay's.
Dorito and taking out the cheese?
So that's just a tortilla chip.
Just a tortilla chip off.
No, because you know how like Lay's or Pringles.
Oh, I do like original flavor
Ruffles.
Lay's and stuff.
Oh no, I need to find a new rigor. Let's throw this whole thing in the trash.
Unfortunately, though, I actually don't even like Lay's and Ruffles.
What? What's
Yeah.
wrong with you?
It definitely is some sort of trauma from my childhood because they're my mom's favorite chips and she used to eat them constantly.
Oh no.
They're fine. I think they're a little too salty and a little bit too oily.
I always, man, I like the Ruffles. Ruffles are like my number one. They're always like packed with flavor, and they're like thick chips. That's why I like them.
That's true. Yeah, that
The
is
only
good.
time, yeah, someone made a point, Dork Angle made a point in your chat where original chips are good for salsa dipping.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
But
like a tortilla.
yeah, like I wouldn't
chip.
dip like a sour cream and onion Ruffle into sour cream and onion or something. It have to be original chips.
That would be overkill.
Yeah, kettle chips are great. Kettle, I don't know. I think there's a very specific time and place for original flavored chips. But for the most part, I'm always reaching for like a flavor. Like, there's some really cool, like gnarly flavors. Not gnarly is the
I've
best word,
never
but
heard
like,
of like Lay's or Ruffles in any flavor that's not original or Cool Ranch. They have other flavors?
have you ever been to like a Target or a
No,
Walmart?
I don't go to stores. I pay someone to deliver my groceries to me because I don't want to leave my house.
Even like Canada has like a ketchup flavored Lay's chip. There's like some funky, like
I
barbecue
don't leave
is
my
another
house.
staple.
Barbecue. Oh yeah, barbecue I've seen.
Yeah. Or there's like obviously there's like the hot Cheeto like dust over those chips. Those are really good too.
Oh, I hate that. I hate like hot Cheeto flavoring though. I don't like
Oh,
spicy.
No.
Actually, I would honestly, of all flavors you could possibly hand me, the hot Cheeto flavor is the last one I will ever reach for.
That's the one I make a dive for. I love them.
For me, it's in the common flavors across chips, hot or spicy is the bottom for me. Then, okay, I've kind of come around on kettle chips. I used to really not like kettle flavored anything, but I've kind of come around. Maybe
Don't you feel like kettle chips kind of tear up the top of the roof of your mouth?
not
They're
any
so
more than any
hard.
regular flavored chips. I have a
Kettle
weak
chips
mouth.
are hard.
Though. I have a weak mouth. So I honestly, you're not gonna like this. I think hot chips is the bottom, then Cool Ranch, then kettle, then original, then cheese is the best.
Oh man, we're a match made because it's opposites attract. I would take your entire
It's
tier
okay.
list and flip it upside down.
We'll go to the store, we'll get all the chips, and then we'll never argue over which chips we want.
There you go. We have a chip party and we never have an overlapping problem.
Absolutely.
Let's see. I love Kettle Brand. I'm so bland. I eat crackers over chips. Well, I only ever get barbecue and jalapeno. Nuo says, anyone know any riggers? Anyone know any new riggers? There's been like some like celebrities that make up flavors too. There was
I've heard
one
about
really,
this,
really
yeah.
good one. But it's spicy. It was like spicy barbecue or something. It was like some basketball player or something for Ruffles. Oh, so good. Anyway, sorry, digressed.
Okay.
Very weird segue, but
We got to the Dorito chip question.
oh yeah, we also got salt and vinegar kettle chips with deli sandwiches.
I hate vinegar.
Oh my god,
That's
you're the
honestly
opposite
actually
of me.
probably below the hot Cheeto flavor. to
Oh my god.
the point where I honestly don't think I've ever eaten a vinegar flavored chip in my life. I couldn't even tell you what it tastes like because I hate vinegar so much.
Oh my god, I love vinegared foods, like pickled foods, like kimchi.
I honestly, of all pickled foods, kimchi is the one I'll take over any of them, but I hate pickles. I hate pickles.
We're living in the Matrix where I'm like looking in a mirror and it's the direct opposite person.
I'm the nega Belinda.
Player 2, dark version. I love that. All right. Anyway,
It
back
kind
to
of makes
Doritos.
sense. Our models do have, or like our character designs do kind of have like that weird symmetry to them, where my hair curls in, your hair curls out, your
Oh my
hair's darker,
God.
my hair's lighter.
Wow, I'm learning so much about you today. Negatron. Anyway, all right. Back to
Anyways,
Doritos.
there's some questions here that we didn't answer.
Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah, we answered the Doritos. Okay.
Yeah, we got there.
So the you can read my god awful writing that gets messier as I go down,
Pinstripes
as you can see.
between vest and flaps on different layers. Yes, they just need to match up.
So like, how would I? So would I be able to overlap
Yeah,
the lines?
yeah. Well, I mean,
But what
you can
happens
just,
when you move like the top pinstripe and then the bottom
Oh,
one doesn't
yeah.
follow it? Yeah.
Well, that's why I just have it. I'll show you. I will show
Yeah.
you.
You'll show me.
Okay. Probably this is what I'm gonna do. It will mostly just be that the chest moves.
Mm-hmm.
And if the bottom does move, then I move the Dorito chips with it.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that gap that you see there, that's where the bottom of the vest was and the top of the Dorito chips are. So what layer gets that section, or does it not matter? Or do they both get it and they cross over each other?
They just
Is that-
cross over each other, yeah.
Okay.
They just need to overlap a little bit, just a little bit. Doesn't even need to be much, because that's the thing. Like I said, like that's on the rigger to make sure that those always match up.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to worry about that.
I was so obsessed with like creating very, very clean cut lines. So it's like this area is for this only, and this area is for this only. So I didn't realize there could be some overlap. So that's good to know.
Oh yeah, for sure. A lot. Frequent.
Okay.
Frequent and common overlap.
Okay.
Okay. And then you asked about how to add a button at the waist.
Yeah, sometimes she has a button because she's wearing a vest. So,
Well,
but
I don't know where the button goes because there's not one drawn here, so it's hard for me to answer the question.
I didn't know how to draw it in either, to be honest. So maybe we could just scrap that. Do you think it looks weird without a button as it is?
No.
Okay. It's like
No,
a
I don't think it does.
vest you pull over your head.
Yeah, I think anime characters still need to follow logic. It's fine.
Or she can have those little tiny clasps that get hidden.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, scrap that.
It could just be like a side zipper. It's fine. That's what I would do if I was cosplaying this.
Oh, that's a good idea. That's so creative. Okay. Anyway.
Because all anime characters do this stuff where there's no conceivable way of how they get in it. So then you just have to add a side zipper. It's an invisible zipper. Sorry, that's some personal trauma coming out right now.
This is the cosplayer Lua coming
Yeah,
in.
this cosplayer Lua just jumped out there for a second.
I always say like I have mad respect for cosplayers because you have to literally take something that cannot exist in physical space sometimes and make
Yeah.
it happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. The transition between the tailcoat and the front of the vest. I'll show you. I'm just gonna make a new layer and I'm gonna draw it on it.
Yeah, so if the
This is again that you have to sort of embrace the fuzziness between layers.
yeah.
It is a little bit painful. So what I would do is for this actual the vest layer, I would just draw like a little bit like here,
Oh, okay.
and then you just leave it open-ended.
Okay.
And then in a back layer that goes behind the skirt, where is the skirt? That's where you draw like the rest of it. And it could just be a big lump.
Like a big triangle. It
Yeah.
basically, wait, is that separate from the coattail layer?
Yeah, it's a separate layer.
Okay, it's like a transition layer, I guess.
Yeah, it's just completely separate because the coattails don't even necessarily need to come all the way up. I mean, I guess they kind of do because they do come out here, but well,
It depends on how much.
yeah, it depends on how much the coattails you want to fly out horizontally here. So if you do want to fly out so that they actually are visible all the way over here, then yeah, it does actually need to be the same layer. But if you'll never get that far, it doesn't matter.
Okay, I'll experiment and then I'll just toss it your way. And
Yeah.
if it needs to be fixed, it needs to be fixed. Okay, cool.
Check.
And then the last
Check.
question has been answered, which
Check.
is it better to
Check.
erase the liner or blend it in? And the answer is
Check.
it depends, but most of the time it's fine to blend it in.
Yeah.
Except for the elbow, which you want to keep
The elbow's a special case. We just want a circle.
Yeah.
A line art circle, basically.
Yep.
But everything else, yeah, that's on your discretion of what makes it easiest for you to make it look good. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so next step is rendering.
Yes.
Rendering meaning adding shadows and highlights and general stuff like that. My biggest question is, I know there are some layers that are need to be separated out. Kind of like an elbow situation where it's like in 99% of the cases you can do it like this, but here's an exception. One being the hair, which you need to clip, or the skin shadow of the hair, which you need to clip to the hair instead of the skin, right? Something like that, or it needs to.
Are you talking about the shadow, the hair, putting shadow onto the skin?
Yes.
Yeah, that it's clipped to the face.
Oh, it's clipped to the face, but it needs to be broken out to match.
Yes, to match how the hair is separated.
Chunks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything else? I remember there were a couple of things you also wanted separate out. I know the fold in the shirt needs to be its own layer.
Could be
but
its own layer. It's not a big deal.
But I'm like, okay, so let me go to my screen mode. I'm gonna hide this. Actually, what am I doing? Okay. So here's how I draw. Here's the drawing portion for all of you guys. Woohoo! I finally get to show my powers. So what I would do is make a big layer that clips over everything, and then I would just block in colors, like block in shadows. So like I would pick like an orangey color or whatever, and then I'm gonna boot up my remote because it turned off. And then
you have a remote. You're so fancy.
I do. I have to, otherwise I'll die. So I'll like start blocking in shadows and stuff like this.
Yeah.
And then the other exception I guess was the neck. Oh, that's not clipping, but yeah, essentially.
The neck, you're good. It's pretty much fine.
Yeah, but like that's essentially like what I would do, right? So now the question is, are there any shadows that need to like move, or what can be pasted? What can be pasted to the base skin, and what needs to be separated?
Okay. So if you're talking, okay, so I mean, I'm assuming you understand that each shadow for each part needs to be with the parts.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
This is just me like mapping out the shadows.
Gotcha.
And then I'm gonna have to transfer it over to every single component on the character and somehow blend it together magically. I don't know how I'm gonna do that at all, but
not gonna lie, the rendering is the worst part. I mean, that's just my opinion. I hate rendering, but
I might just like, I don't know, I might just do a more minimal style shading if it becomes a big headache, but I'm gonna still try to make it as presentable as possible and stuff like that. Yeah, but this is generally like what I would do, and then I would have another layer with a overlay, which I know overlay is not a thing, but
yeah, as long if it's as long as 99% of rendering, it just gets flattened in the same layer, so you don't need to worry about it.
Yeah. Okay. Is there anything? I remember there were like a few things that you
hair
wanted
highlight.
separate.
We might. I mean, honestly, almost no one does this, and even if you do it, it's honestly imperceivable. So, it's so hair highlight you could hypothetically separate out, but like I said, like even if you do separate it out, it's the movement is so imperceivable. It's like whatever. And then shadows that move independently of the thing they're a shadow of need to be separate, which is like the head shadow, the bangs shadow. That's pretty much it.
What about like the shadow of the skirt?
Oh yeah, that needs to be separate too. Yeah.
Okay.
So actually those shadows great for you because it's just a big block. It's like skirt shadow, just one big block. That just multiplies and clips to the legs. By the way, you don't need to worry about if there are things that like really the way they're clipped is like a real problem for you in CSP. You don't need to worry about it because it's not like I can say the way Live 2D does clipping is totally different than CSP or Photoshop. So even if it's not clipped, the layer is not clipped in CSP, like for a shadow, don't worry about it. I can do that on my end.
Okay.
Because I have to redo all the clipping anyways in Live 2D, which I hate.
I wonder what I might try to do is, yeah, I think what I probably do is block out the shadows like I showed you, and then go into each individual section and then shade. Like for example, I'll take the mid bang and then I'll open that up and then I will clip a new shadow layer to it, and then I'll draw on the shadows or whatever as a multiply layer, and then I'll merge it down, right? So it becomes like a
the merging though, yeah, that's definitely something that I would do when you're completely done with the file.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh god, what happened? Oh, it's just hidden. Okay. Yeah. But that's essentially what it would end up looking like. You would have a line layer and then you would have a color layer. Is that what you wanted?
Exactly.
Or do you want everything?
Most things don't need a separate line layer, but there are a lot of things in yours that need a separate line layer. So we'll go over that.
Naming. Yeah, and then I guess, okay, so maybe we can have a stream where we just go through the layers and we can see, okay, this you can combine, this you can, this you need to keep separate.
Stream. Oh.
Yeah. Fun. Is that a thing we need to do off stream? No, I feel like we should go over it on stream at least a little bit.
Yeah, we'll just go over it on stream.
Okay. Content. Woohoo! Yeah, okay. I guess my homework then is to add shadows and highlights and then cry a little bit.
I'm warning you now, this is a lot of work and I would pace yourself. I mean, you don't need to get it done by next week, honestly. It is really a lot of work.
I was actually gonna talk to you about what we could do next episode, because like you said, this might take a while. So I feel like what we can do next stream is that, do you want to go over Live 2D, the UI, or do you want to work?
I think that's a really good idea, because then you'll have something to do. And it's I mean, we would be doing two completely separate things, but then people have to watch both their streams. So so yeah,
do you want to
I think that me going over like the basics of Live 2D while you're working on rendering, I think that's a great idea.
Okay, so it'll be like my on my setup, I have Lua's screen somewhat smaller, or not somewhat, but significantly smaller than mine. And then on Lua's screen, she does the opposite, where it's like I'm smaller. So if you want to, well, I'm gonna be smaller on both because no one cares about what I'm doing. No, everyone's gonna be here for the other star of the show.
No, you should make your stream big. You should make your stream big. Obviously.
Really?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
People want to see what you're doing. They want to see what I'm doing. They come to my stream. They give me a watch hour.
That's true. Okay.
Also,
so
thank you, Oive. This is all Belinda's beautiful art. She's an incredible artist.
Oh, thank you.
And I can't wait to rig it.
You're a beautiful rigger, so we can't wait to see what happens with this. It's I was talking to someone earlier today about like the trippiest thing is like, not only am I gonna see this character move, but she's gonna mirror my movements. Yeah. I think that's gonna be the creepiest thing ever.
It'll be like you're, I don't know, she's like inhabiting your body or something, but like reverse.
She's blinking when I'm blinking. Oh my god, what is happening?
I have to say, the moment that you like try out a VTuber model for the first time, it really is like a very strange experience. And I remember the first time back in 2020 when I made my first Live 2D model, and I was like showing my parents and I was like showing my friends. I was like calling with my friends on call, and they're like, they were all like, I hate this. This is so weird and like trippy, and like, especially my mom. My mom actually was like, turn that off. I don't like that.
Oh no! Oh,
so funny.
Mama Lua.
She's a character. That's the word. She's a character.
Was it because it was like kind of uncanny valley kind of feeling?
Very uncanny valley.
Oh
very
my
uncanny
god,
valley.
I'm slightly like concerned. I mean, it's not gonna be a bad thing. It's gonna be really exciting.
No, it's gonna be really exciting. I think that I think that everyone, I'm talking about, this is way back when people really didn't watch any VTubers. Like none of the people I was showing to watch VTubers, but I think that now all those people are much more cool with it. I think everyone's gotten used to it, but yeah, I think it was just because I was doing it. This was so long ago. Everyone was like,
put that away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah. So I told Lua I bought an iPhone, so I get to play with.
So exciting.
I get to play with I'm sacrificing all my Android widgets for this dumb thing. So you better be amazing, Miss Valindra. Lots of pressure on how I can deliver the actions. Otherwise, Lua's efforts are wasted. I'm gonna start doing jumping jacks. Don't worry, this effort won't be wasted.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but I think what we're planning to do then is next stream will be Lua working.
Yeah, I would also say that you still also need to draw the hands and the emotions. We haven't even decided on emotions.
Oh God. Okay, so is it better to draw everything else first, as in like all the emotions, all the hands, and like accessories? Like I wanted to do a big brush and a little brush, and
I would say so, just because then when you render, it's still gonna be uniform. That's just my thought process.
Oh, that's true.
I want results.
I want to just see her. This isn't immediate gratification. This is 4 weeks.
Hundreds of hours gratification.
Can we do a prediction poll where, like, let's see if I can finish this before Anime Expo?
Oh my gosh.
We have
That's
4
fine.
months.
I have tons of live to do stuff I need to do this in the coming months anyway, so it works better for me if it takes longer, you know?
All right, cool. I'll stop being. I'll start sleeping in reasonable hours.
Honestly, please.
No, I wanted to have like. I think every episode we have, I have a stronger understanding of how it works, and I think I was discussing this with someone. It's like even if you don't become a rigger, just knowing how to break down the illustration so that it can be applied in live 2D is like such a helpful skill. Oh, actually, that reminds me. I have a question for you that's kind of unrelated to this, but you know how people animate emotes with live 2D?
Oh yeah, sure.
Do you think the drawings need to be broken down to this detail?
No. For an emote that's going to be like 10 pixels? No.
10 pixels is like the size of your thumb. Yeah. How do you, if you were a rigger and you did emotes and you like did other people's artwork, right? Or you animated other people's artwork, assuming you wanted the file to be prepped in a way that makes it easy for you to work with. Like we know how some emote animators say, like, I don't know if they want prepped artwork, to be honest, but I feel like I should provide prepped artwork because I can't animate in live 2D, but I have a client that would like.
You can learn. It's really not hard. It's honestly not as hard as it sounds, especially when you're doing something really simple like an emote.
You think I can get away with it if I just download the trial version?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, maybe we can do that. I don't know. Maybe as you're doing your walkthrough, I'll get some ideas and then I can work off of that then, because I'll learn from your tutorial.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's overstepping bounds. I don't know how public your emote thing is, but I mean, I could also just use that as the example.
I mean, we could just use one of my emotes or something.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, we can just
like
do that.
Break it apart and stuff. Yeah, but yeah, okay. I was just wondering, like, as a rigger, what level of file would you expect for an emote versus a model, or is it just preference?
I mean, you barely any separation, I think, for an emote. I mean, pretty much the amount of separations you were doing for your animated emotes, anyways, back.
Oh, really?
Before.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to sort of see a specific example, but
yeah,
just anything that moves should probably be its own. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's a good guideline.
yeah, exactly. There you go. Anything that moves should be its own layer.
Okay, sounds good. I'll start off with that. Okay, we technically have another 30 minutes before this stream is over. So, what do you want to do? Do you want to just end early? Do you want to go over anything else? Do you want to build a snowman?
Do you want to build a snowman? When are we going to get a Belinda karaoke stream?
Oh, never. Never.
You say that, but then
100%
you're gonna
never.
become a VTuber, and then you're gonna have a
Mm-mm.
debut, and then you're gonna. That's always how it
Nope.
goes.
No. I already look at all the VTubers out there, and I'm like, I can't. Like, okay, so here's something interesting about about streaming in general, right? This is like when I see a VTuber, they typically are playing their character. Like, hello, I'm so and so, and I'm bouncy, and I love ice cream, and something like that. Something random.
I can't say that I watch a lot of VTubers like that, but yeah.
They're like I'm a eagle that likes to play in the park or something, right? And then they speak as if they're an eagle. It's like Keys in the Eye, right? She's like, I'm not a person, I'm a computer.
Yeah, sure.
Right? She doesn't play herself. But when I stream, I'm typically just speaking into a microphone as myself.
I mean, same. So I really have no room to speak.
So that's why you'll never get a karaoke stream out of me, because I will never karaoke in person.
Oh, I'm not a good singer. I'm an awful singer, but I actually really enjoy going to karaoke for whatever reason. I don't know, especially like those rooms and stuff, like where it's I would never do like karaoke bar or anything, but like those karaoke rooms, those are really fun. You just you order some drinks, you like grab some friends. It's so much fun.
Oh, only when you're by yourself. I don't like other people to listen to me.
Oh.
To me sing. We have a comment in your comment section. It's the lady that sounds like a TED talker.
I saw that. I was like, I don't know how to respond to that. Also, I don't even know which person. I'm assuming they're referring to you.
Yeah, people say I have like a radio voice, so.
Oh, that's true. You do. You have like an NPR voice.
Yeah, exactly. NPR public radio voice.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like deep-ish. Yeah. So that's why I can't play the cutesy wootsy.
Don't worry about it.
I'm an eagle that likes to play in the park kind of VTuber with karaoke streams.
Speaking of, okay, this is every time you say that, all I can think of is how many VTubers there are whose concept is that they're like an omelet, like a sunny side up egg.
What?
There's
dozens
about? And dozens of VTubers whose concept is that they're a sunny side up egg. I don't know why it's so popular. I guess it's like a Gudetama thing.
I have never seen that in all of my Twitter feeds. I have never seen that.
I've seen it so many
I see a lot of like anthropomorphic girls.
They are a human, but they always have a sunny side up egg on their head as an accessory, and they are like, that's their concept, is that they're an egg. I've seen at least 8 different VTubers with this concept.
Wait, you have to show me that sometime, because I'm curious.
If I see one, I'll search them up and I'll just send you a bunch of links.
It's not like just an asset that you.
No, they're separate VTubers with separate designs, and they all have the same concept of being a sunny side up egg. It must be a Gudetama influence.
Belinda really wants to be a singing eagle that plays on the park.
Yeah, apparently you do.
I'm projecting. No, I'm trying to pick the most neutral thing ever, because if this gets clipped and sent out into the universe, someone is gonna meet those 2 criteria and I'm gonna get in big trouble.
I just searched eggtuber because I think that's what a lot of them call themselves, and I'm seeing all of them. I'm grabbing all their links for you. There's actually even more. I mean, this is so much more than I've even ever seen.
I'm gonna Google it. Eggtuber. Should I be concerned? Oh. I only see one.
Oh, I searched on Twitter.
Oh, I see. I'm like, there's not much here.
Tamagotchi is one. Let's see here. I'm just scrolling.
Send me egg pics.
There's Tamagotchi again.
Egg slime girl. Eggumin. Is eggs? That's
Mew.
So interesting.
There's apparently one named Niu Pao, who's a egg tuber. We've got.
Is that a subsection of VTubers?
It's not. It's just a coincidence that a ton of VTubers have egg concepts. It's so weird.
That's pretty interesting, actually.
Oh, this person used to be an egg tuber and they've rebranded to be a cat girl. Okay.
No shade. No shade.
No, I'm not shading.
Everyone
It's
can
a
express
cute
themselves.
concept. It's just so specific. There's so many. And to the point where a long time ago there was a joke that they should all have a collab and call it like an omelet.
I mean, no offense, but the first thing I thought when I joined the stream is this lady sounds like a documentary narrator. That could be a good or a bad thing, because that could mean I have a really boring voice.
No,
or
I
that
like
could mean I
your
have
voice.
a very soothing voice. kind of concerned.
I hate my voice. I hate my voice.
When the Eagles play in the park. That's all I have. That's my documentary. When the Eagles play in the park.
And here we see Belinda as an eagle singing to the other birds.
All right, David Attenborough.
Hi, I'm David Attenborough.
It's great. If you love my voice, hang out on my streams, collect channel points. You can make me say stupid things. It's great. Yep.
Everyone always says my voice is fine, and I don't believe them. I don't know why. It's like a weird imposter syndrome thing. Like,
you know, do you listen to your streams?
I do, and I actually have no here's the funny thing. I actually have no problem listening to my voice, but objectively speaking, I like, because my voice isn't like super high cutesy, but it's also not super low. It's just a very average voice. So,
mid-tone voices for the win. We'll
I don't
never
know.
be a VTuber star.
Exactly. It's that doesn't fit into a VTuber body. It's very frustrating. It bothers me a lot.
That's how I feel about my voice too. But I mean, it's just gonna be a real stream where people are just gonna
My
tune
concept
into.
I'm a real girl.
I'm a real girl.
I'm not like those other VTubers who have those really high voices. I'm like a real girl.
Oh my god, girl! Oh my god, I could talk all day like this.
Oh my god.
My valley girl voice.
I can never do vocal fry properly. Oh, I'm kind of
Dude,
doing it.
I do vocal fry so much. When I listen to my streams, I'm like, vocal fry like destroys my ears, and I hear myself speak, and I'm like, I need to punch myself in the face.
I've never noticed. I don't particularly notice vocal fry, but to be fair, one of my favorite drag queens is Alaska. So she has 1,000, like, she just vocal fries literally every syllable. So
Like, oh my god.
oh my god.
It's like,
you're the podcast host and I'm the podcast guest.
well, next week you're gonna drive, so enjoy that.
Yeah. My car now, baby.
I'll let you borrow the Mustang.
Ooh.
Yeah, what I used to listen a lot to This American Life, and you know, Ira Glass talks like vocal fry, like the whole episode.
I don't know, but sure.
Well, he did an episode on vocal fry, and then I was just like,
gosh.
I can't listen to this show anymore. It's all vocal fry. Every line he says.
I do notice that, like, I mean, you say you do vocal fry, but you also hate vocal fry, which I don't know. Yeah, but I've never noticed that you do vocal fry, if that's what you mean. But now you're making me self-conscious that I make sure I don't do it, because I do have vocal fry sometimes.
I actually don't notice it on you.
Okay,
I think it's more apparent on like deeper voices
That's
like
true.
mine. Yeah,
That's
I have
true.
more
I think the
bass.
deeper the voice, it is more. See, I'm doing it right now. But
I should start a podcast.
yeah, join my podcast. I'm starting a podcast soon. Anyways.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
Tell me about this later.
I can tell you about it right now. I mean, I've said it before. It's a podcast where me and Farah, we do deep dives into niche internet communities.
What?
Yeah, it's gonna be called Internet Obscura.
Oh my god, I want to download that when
Yeah, once we actually put out an episode. We've recorded one episode, not edited it. And we keep intending to record more episodes and then keep getting busy. But we have the branding done. We have all the channels made. So I guess you could go somehow search those out. But yeah, I'm hoping, I don't know, maybe in the next couple months we'll put that out. I don't know. We want to have like a certain number of episodes recorded before we start putting them out.
Very, very exciting. Wow, you're just doing everything. Now you can add podcaster to your resume.
I was actually gonna maybe commission you for some stuff for that. But anyways, we'll talk about that later.
We'll talk about that off
stream. And you'll quote me.
Oh god, and then you'll run away.
Oh no.
First episode, EggTubers.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we were
No,
thinking
no,
about
no, no, no.
eventually we'll maybe one day do an episode on VTubers, but yeah, they're gonna be really random communities. Like the very first episode we recorded, I did it about a really niche Minecraft community.
Oh my god.
We want to
This is
do
like
some VR chat ones. Yeah, I don't know. If anyone has any suggestions, please at me on Twitter. The best way to know if it's a good topic suggestion is if the community themselves has like a vernacular or like, you know, certain words that they use that are specific to them. An episode I really want to do is on ball jointed dolls because oh my god, that is quite the wormhole.
That sounds fun.
Yeah. So anyways,
Yeah, we're just chatting at this point.
Yeah, no, it's just a just chatting stream.
I have to update my channel to say just chatting. No, I don't care. Yeah, I'm trying to think of like actually I'm trying to block out like my schedule to figure out what to have by next week. But I guess it doesn't really.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I think maybe I'll just I'll maybe block in the shadows at least, and then I'll just work off of that eventually during stream. Yeah. Are you okay talking for 3 hours?
That's what I normally do. So
You
fine.
have been so okay. Is there anything I'm curious? Is there anything you want to ask me or ask an illustrator about anything? Because we've a lot of this has been like rigging stuff, but I've always been asking you questions. Do you ever have any questions about illustration, or do you do illustration?
I mean,
did you draw your VTuber?
I did draw my VTuber.
Oh, okay.
But
I didn't know.
I don't consider myself a good illustrator at all.
That's good though.
I guess this is a huge topic, but particularly the bane of my existence is I truly have no eye for color. As far as I'm concerned, I am basically colorblind because when I'm picking colors, it all looks exactly the same to me. I'm like, I have no idea if this looks good. I don't know how to choose colors that look good together. I don't know how to choose accent colors or shadow colors or anything. I just wing it. I have no idea what I'm doing. If
That's
you
okay.
want to teach me.
So I'm actually in the process of learning colors as well.
No, it's the blind leading the blind.
A lot of it. That's all our streams.
True.
Well, actually, no, you're not blind. You're actually
I'm
know what
blind.
you're
I'm
doing.
quite blind. Don't worry about it.
The one tip I have is like if you're staying within like, you know, not going too stylistic out of the bounds of reality and stuff, it's just you think about the temperature of the drawing and the light source. So if it's a warm light source like the sun, it's like a yellowish color. If it's a cold light source like the moon, it's like a bluish color and stuff like that. I don't know how to explain it really because I'm still trying to figure it out. But
like,
yeah,
let's say you were about to do the shading on the hair. How would you choose? So the highlights on the hair specifically. What color? What color would you choose?
So I have this like triangle with that my big head is blocking on my stream, but
I can see it on my stream. Oh, it's actually blocked on my screen because you're blocking it here too.
My big head's blocking all of the colors. But anyway, it's just it's a Dorito. It's a triangle. To be honest, the reason I put all my colors on different layers is because I can just slide the hue bar if it looks strange at the end. See, that's
the problem. And no one can teach me this. I don't know what looks good.
Well, there's like color combinations that, you know, like blue and orange, they're like, you know, complementary colors, or there's like a color wheel and all that stuff. Like opposite colors kind of
what
look
I
good
always
together.
end up doing is if I have a color, like let's say the base color is orange, what I always end up doing is if I want to do the shadow, I just move closer to the red and make it darker. And if I want to do the highlight, I move closer to the yellow and make it lighter.
That's kind of what I do too. And like, to be honest, if you want to go like real crazy, like you just pick random colors.
Yeah.
Like literally just pick a random color. Cause let me show you. Actually I might break my computer if I open this, but YOLO. I just did a commission for a car. Decal. They're called Itashas because they're painful to look at. But it's literally the kanji for painful.
You said it and then I remembered, oh yeah, that is literally what it means.
Yep. So I wonder if
I love how you do so many Itashas and you like retweet Ita. Okay, I actually have a question for you. This is random. Yeah. Did you get into Itasha from doing Itasha commissions or were you already into Itasha?
So I actually drew. It's a kind of a strange story how it happened, but I drew a picture of a character from like a car parts have like mascots sometimes. So I drew a mascot and I threw it on the internet because I was like, this girl's cute. And then someone in the Itasha community found that illustration on a Google search, and then they reached out to me, and then they said, wow, hey, I'm a part of the Itasha community. I like your artwork. Would you consider doing artwork on my car? And I was like, what? So he took me to like car meets and stuff. So I got to meet other Itasha owners and stuff like that. And then he actually took me to, well, the first interaction was he took me to a racetrack because he's a drag racer.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he like drives around and drifts. Oh, drifting, well, race or whatever, like initial D, right? So he took me to a drifting track, and then he introduced me to another Itasha owner, and then it kind of like blew up because it's such a small community.
Oh yeah.
And then eventually people get interested, and it's like, would you draw for my car? And I was like, I don't even know how to do this. So it was like a learning process as I was taking commissions. And as you put a big sticker on the side of the car, like people become really proud of it too, right? So they take it to car shows, car meets, they drive it around, and then word
your
gets
art
out
gets
that I'm the
known as
illustrator.
like being on
Yeah, so people know me as like, you know, this particular illustration or this particular car is associated with me kind of thing. And so it just spreads. Anyway, so here's a good example of what I was talking about. So, okay, so you'll see if I hide all of these clip layers, it's all just base color. And then I have one layer for blocked in big shadows. I have one layer for blocked in, oh, that's the same layer. One for deeper shadows, one for highlights, one for deeper shadows. And then I do like this color, well, you can't even see it. I guess it's not working. And then I do this like fading gradient thingy that's not loading in properly, but there's a line here. But yeah, that's essentially like, that's my process. And then all the other colors are broken out into individual colors. Like, oh, that's the eyes, that's different. But like purple, for example, all the purple's on one layer. And then all the hair is on one layer. And then all the skin stuff's on one layer and stuff like that. Yeah. So that's why I was like very concerned about how to translate this into like different drawings, because I literally have one layer for like all my shadows and stuff. So
yeah. And I'm not gonna say I'm worried for you, but I'm hoping that you're able to translate your rendering style into Live 2D, because I really do like it, and it's really cute. But I do know that not that I know, I've seen a lot of incredible illustrators have a really hard time translating that to Live 2D when you have all the separated layers and stuff. And I would say honestly, don't be afraid to do wacky stuff like having a big gradient overlay, because what I do when I have stuff like that is then I just copy it a bunch of times and then I clip it to each individual layer. So that's a thing you could do.
Okay, I think maybe I'll do my best to like block out things the normal way, and then if it's like literally unusable, then I'll just go and fix it. Easy. Yeah, sorry, I can't help much with your question. Like, I
didn't expect an answer. How could you answer that? Could you please teach me how to have taste?
No, that's not it.
It's
but
close.
Yeah,
it's close.
I literally, there's also like gradients do a lot of magic.
Yeah,
on
I've noticed
drawing.
that. Yeah, it's still, yeah.
Yeah, so like this is like a cooler shadow where it's blue, and then this is like I don't know, like a warmer shadow because it's like red.
What color is the one that you chose for that?
I don't know. There, it's a more neutral brown. It's a brown.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm gonna change this obviously. But yeah, the reason why things are transparent or things are gradient is because there's like levels of transparency. So like the bangs usually have like the skin showing underneath. That's why it's usually peachish around the bangs. And then like as the hair fades out, usually people put like that pink gradient. That's what you saw on the downloaded model.
Yeah.
That's just to create dimension. And then obviously here,
is it like backlighting from the body?
It's not backlighting from the body. I think it's just a trick that people use. It's just put pink there. It might be like a good complementary color for something, or I don't know. I used to do it too, but I stopped. Yeah. I don't have any answers. I'm just winging it too.
Oh, I have some random questions that don't affect your art in any way. Can you zoom in on the face a bit?
Zoom out.
Zoom in on the face.
Yeah.
Do you want the eyelashes to like show through the bangs, like 100% or a certain percentage?
You know what? I do like that. Let me show you a commission I did very recently. Just sorry if everyone's like bored, but I think this is pretty fun. Here's the file. So if you zoom in, oh, this isn't okay. Here. So you see how this eyelash kind of cuts into the hair? So I usually leave like this gap here.
We could do that.
To give the illusion.
Well, I mean, technically this is probably something that I would end up doing on my end, but I mean, it doesn't matter who does it. But like, basically I would need a layer for each bang that is literally just that line. Doesn't matter what color it is, because it's just going to be invisible anyways. But
I think this might be too thin to show through, right? Or no?
Yeah, well, that's up to you.
I think it's... What do you think? Do you think it's fine if it doesn't show through? I think it's fine if it doesn't show through.
I think it's fine if it doesn't show through. I was just asking, like, yeah, do you want to show through at all? Do you want it to be 100% or a certain percentage? Or yeah, that cool like line, which is probably honestly, that's also how I draw the same way with the eyelashes being like cutting it like that. So I think it looks really cool, and that's definitely something we could do. It would be pretty subtle though, because you're right, the bangs don't cover the eyes very much, but they do a certain amount.
What would happen if I said I wanted like a 60% fade into the bangs kind of thing?
Yeah, that's 100%.
Would it involve? Oh, okay. Would that involve like extra work on like how I draw?
No.
The eyelashes? Oh, okay.
Unless you wanted that 60% to look different.
Nah.
Yeah,
it turns green.
Well, actually, something that I do is I have it like, because my eyebrows are just those round circles, and so the ones that are on my face, I have it where there's like a certain gradient from the outside of the circle to the inside, and for the ones that go over my bangs, I have like basically the opposite gradient, more or less.
That sounds very confusing.
Well, it's just basically it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because that's not what we're gonna be doing anyways. It doesn't require any more work on your part if you just want the same eyelashes but like a certain percentage.
Okay, yeah, I think we'll go with just like keeping it simple, maybe with just like a semi-transparency through the bangs. But I feel like there's so much more I still have to do before we even begin rigging. I was so excited. I was like, let's go over live 2D, and it's like, no, you got so much more to draw.
Oh, it's fine.
Oh man, I don't know how people crank these out so quickly.
Do people crank these out so quickly? All the artists that I follow do like one every 2 months.
Oh really? Okay,
yeah.
I feel slightly better.
You
I feel
are
like
a very fast artist. You don't think that anyone is doing this a lot faster than you.
Big crankies, yeah. Always big crankies with me. Yeah, I guess it's more of like learning process too.
So that's the thing. This is your first model. Okay, I mean, for context, Fleshy, who is the artist and VTuber for the one that I showed you in live today earlier,
yeah,
she's been working on that for over a year.
Oh my god.
So you're doing good.
I'm like, I want to debut before Anime Expo. That's in 4 months.
I mean, that could happen, but I don't think there's any need to rush it.
Yeah, okay, agreed.
Especially because it's your first model. It gets so much faster every time you draw another Lightspeed model, because you realize the patterns. And you're like, I mean, and there's some stuff that's true of every single model, like the collar back or the hair back or normally the breasts. It's also really almost always the same. Oh, normally.
Oh, you're on thin ice there, girl.
So the bangs are always pretty much exactly the same. This stuff, head is almost exactly the same every single time, to the point where there's Lightspeed artists who just trace their own work every time. Like, you know, it gets really fast after a couple times. So This is absolutely just frustrating, annoying, and arduous because it's your first model. If you want to do more in the future, I think it'll get faster, especially by like the third. You'll be like, psh, live TD, okay, baby, get that done for you.
Oh god, if I told my friends, I was like, I think I've effectively been scared away from drawing another live 2D model ever in this lifetime.
I honestly figured that you would say that. I hate it.
It's Lewis' fault. No,
personally, I hate it, but I'm also not an illustrator, so.
You know, to be honest, I think when I see the final character in action, it's gonna totally wipe away all of this.
Yeah.
Like, all of this like yucky feeling, complaining about this.
Yeah.
I think it'll just become magic.
It also won't help because by the time it's finished reading, you'll have finished drawing it for a while. So you'll forget. It's like that. They say there's like a hormone that releases in pregnant women's heads that makes them forget how bad the pregnancy is. It'll be like the same thing.
That's funny. This is like it'll become the equivalent of like ordering a figurine a year in advance and then it just appears at your doorstep one day.
It's just like that.
Nah, we're gonna be meeting up fairly often to check in. So no escaping. But yeah, I mean, obviously do your other stuff first. Prioritize your other things first.
Yeah, no worries. I don't have that much work to do. I don't think it'll be a huge I think all that stuff will be done with. Nice.
Anyways. Okay. In that case then, so next week you're gonna drive. You're gonna walk along the basics. Go over the basics of the UI, I guess. The basics of
something.
Live 2D.
Yeah, probably just like the basic concepts and stuff. The UI is not very the UI is not that complicated. It helps a lot better if you like already kind of have an idea of like what Live 2D is even doing in the first place, and then you can kind of work from there. Probably what I'll do, my plan is that this week I'll prep another VTuber model I need to rig, and then we'll use that as the example from the very start, basically. Because it's pretty simple. It's a pretty simple model compared to like a lot of the models that I do. So it'll be a good example.
Okay. I'll let you do. I'll try. I think I could draw and talk with you at the same time. I'm pretty sure I've done that in the past. Yeah. It's my bed. My bed is my favorite chat participant. Every time they show up, that means I could go to sleep.
Oh, it's time to go to sleep. Good night.
It's my bed. Okay, yeah. Today was very productive. I kind of don't remember what I have to do aside from fixing the edges of a lot of my drawings, a lot of the components. Fixing the pinstripes, drawing the underside of the skirt. I think that's it, and then start trying to wrestle with the rendering, right?
So there was the underside of your skirt is missing line art.
Yep.
You need skirt shadow.
Yeah.
There's the transition between the back of the vest and the
I think I might have it like, oh, I can't even show it how big it is now. Like no, okay, never mind. It's not gonna work. It's clipping to everything.
And then you'll probably want to write down that you need to separate the sleeve from the cuff.
Oh yeah, okay. Something like that. Is that gonna be hard to do? I'm using my mouse because I'm something like that. Is that hard to do?
No.
Okay. Usually, actually, now that I think about it, the way I draw it is like I would have it would go around like this.
That's a little tougher.
Okay, never mind. Forget it. We'll keep it like this.
Yeah.
And then okay, separate this.
Yeah.
And then is there anything else? Fix the elbows.
Yeah, elbows. Yeah, it's not that the elbow layer needs to be fixed. That'll just be moved behind them. It's that the forearm and upper arm layers need to be fixed. By the way, the forearm goes above the upper arm.
Oh, okay. A forearm goes above the upper arm. Oh, duh. Here. Forearm goes above the is there the reason why is because it folds upwards or roll
because when you bend the forearm upwards, the line art of the forearm creates the crook of the elbow. And then you're gonna have to play around a lot with how to where the line art and the color of the upper arm and forearm actually starts and ends. It's pretty tricky.
I'll ask you about that off stream.
And then
I think that's
I think that's
have to make
extending the neck shadow.
Oh yeah.
I think that's it.
Extending the neck as well.
Yeah, I would extending the neck too. Yeah, extending. I forgot about that one.
The hat was done correctly.
Yeah,
I have to extend the hair.
The hat. This was just a little thinner because it was.
Oh yeah. Okay,
covering
lower
up
that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Okay, what do you give? What grade do I get, teacher?
You get an A.
Yay! I got an A. Okay, cool. Then, yeah, I guess I'll just stare at this and meditate for a little bit. I really have to reconsider like how I do my rendering.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Yeah, it's only difficult because of all the like blending I have to do in between all the components.
Yeah.
So it's a little trippy. Dork Angle says not S rank. It's okay, room for improvement. Don't worry, when this is rendered, I'm gonna get an S. I'm gonna get a ultra rare or ultra super rare.
SSR.
Super rare. Super
I don't know
special
why
rare.
it's called. Yeah, I think that's probably it. Super special rare. I don't know what the second S is.
That's okay. Super rare it is. Or super special rare. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. I think I might not do an after stream tonight. I think I might want to just chill out because I had a long week and drawing is the last thing I want to do right now. So
yes, go to sleep. I've been sick the last couple days, so I got a lot of sleep, so you need to catch up too.
Oh, I hope you're feeling better.
I am feeling better, thank you.
That's great. All right, I'm gonna plug Lua's social media information there. If you enjoyed today's content, which why didn't you? Because Lua and I are a great podcasting team. Please give her YouTube a subscription. Is that what you subscribe to her YouTube channel and follow her on Twitter? I also have my Discord plugged. I have a community Discord. It's like a little under 200 people now. We're very active.
Yeah,
we're very
cool.
talkative. And so if you're looking for a bustling community, but we're like very not intimate, but we're like closely knit, I guess is the best word. Everyone there is very friendly, so please join that. I look forward to seeing you there. My social media information has also been plugged. My Twitter, which is the most active. My Instagram, which is almost dead. It's been dead for a while, actually. And then the Discord has been plugged in again. Like, subscribe, follow, ring that bell.
If you're watching me and you're not following Belindra, like, what's wrong with you? The link is in the description of this video, and you are making a huge mistake.
Yeah, vice
versa.
versa.
Streams are so wonderful and so motivating and relaxing at the same time.
It's literally just watching me work for.
I love it. Couldn't ask for anything better.
Yeah, and then if you're in my chat and you're not following Lua, please do consider subscribing and helping her out because this is a team effort. So I want to make sure the both of us are, recognized for our efforts. This is like a weekly thing. That's just it's been a pleasure.
Frankly, so far I've done no work, so
I'm having a great time.
I'm having a great time.
Oh, well, you'll be in those words real soon.
Yeah, I will be. And
I'll be like, how you liking that 3/4 turn now, Lua? Yeah. All right. So when's your next stream, Lua?
It's actually tomorrow. We're gonna do a K-pop dance party.
Oh my god, that sounds so fun.
It's gonna be fun.
What time do you stream?
It's gonna be at noon PST.
Do you usually stream around noon? Oh, you have a schedule that's usually up on your Twitter.
Yeah,
so.
I stream at really random times. It's actually the reason I don't stream on Twitch. Is because I stream at really random times. Yeah. So tomorrow, Saturdays, I usually stream at noon. So noon tomorrow.
Actually, you know what I want to do? I kind of, I said I don't want to draw, but I kind of want to draw. I want to thank everybody who has been hanging out in this stream, in yours and mine. So I'm going to do a couple of raffle giveaways. And I do these periodically. I'm only going to do it for an hour. 1 hour maximum.
That's so long.
No, it's fine. It's fine. So if you're interested in getting a free sketch, hop over to my Twitch channel.
Go over to Belindra's channel.
Lua's gonna hang up soon, and then I'm gonna continue.
I'll probably be in chat. I always am.
Yeah, Lua hangs out in my streams all the time.
I love them. I love your drawing streams. I love them.
Thank you. I haven't had them in a while, so
I know. I've been so lonely without your your music and drawing in the background while I'm banging my head against the wall, whatever project I'm working on.
Oh, that
Usually
sounds
live
fun.
kitty rigging.
Dude, yesterday when I was working on this for like 6 hours, I was looping the same song over and over.
That's what I do. Okay, so when I'm actually programming, and I really need to focus, I literally loop whatever is the newest K-pop song that I've started listening to, and I just zone out and turn off my brain, and hopefully it's okay and the work gets done afterwards.
That's what I do too. I actually felt I feel like it helped because if I keep looking at the clock, I'll be like, oh, look, it's like 2 a.m. I should sleep. But if I am looping the same song, I can't tell what time has passed.
Exactly. You have no idea how long has passed. But like if you're playing a playlist, you're like, okay, I'm like 10 songs in. It's been so long, but no.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, that was a weird point to mention, but that's why I haven't been streaming because I needed to focus. So anyway. I'm gonna do some raffles. So if you want to hop on over to my channel, I'm gonna kick Lua out here, and I'm gonna transition to my my other streaming setup. So Lua,
goodbye,
again,
Twitch.
thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. Goodbye, YouTube. I'll see you soon. You better come to my stream.
Yeah. We're gonna raid your stream in a second. I say raid. I'm sure most of my viewers are just people who are in your chat, but we're gonna raid you in a second.
There you go. Sounds good. All right, so I'm gonna do giveaways for 1 hour. We have a great wheel setup. It's very advanced and futuristic.
It is very cool.
Yeah, please look forward to that. I will see you next week, Lua. Thank you again for today's lesson.
See you next week.
Bye-bye. Get out of here. Bye. All right. I'm gonna deafen.
Okay, I figured out. I can never find the button, especially when you're already watching a stream. I can never find the button of like hanging up. It's such a problem. Anyways, I'm gonna spam Belindra's link in chat. If you're not already in chat, go follow and watch. That's where I'll be. So I'll see you guys over there. Have a good night, everybody. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Woo!